We good. It's good.
Yeah, put no story.
No, they ain't even say it posted yet. There she is. Rick on hoodie. G federal tennis shoes. Wait, one for the 29 middle school. When that bet.
What's the Vikings record? Are they good?
Nah,
They playoff or no?
Heck no.
Damn, I'm trying to see. I'm points on my
Oh
stuff.
God, they're fourth in their division.
Yeah, they trash.
Well, they in the hard division though.
Yeah. Oh, that's one of y'all interview?
What's usually the most difficult division?
Yeah.
And what?
NFL.
The North, AFC.
AFC North. Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, Cleveland.
Yep. Even with Cleveland second. Don't matter. Oh.
Damn, I forgot the Lions and the Cowboys play tomorrow. That's gonna be a good game for me.
Shit, I thought the Knicks and the Celtics was gonna be a good game for money. Shit, I won my money back. I think I got like $3.
Bro. Hey, this nigga, bro. Bro, this. Bro. My bad. Alright. He posted on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, bro.
Oh, you didn't post on the pod page?
No, I'm about to. Rick on hoodie. I posted that on my story. Nigga low key kinda hungry. Damn. Trying to make a picture of that camera real quick. Hey,
We're not recording.
He got loud though, huh?
yeah,
Oh,
we
live.
live, but like,
Shit, that word gets you cancer so fast.
he what?
He doesn't say it, guys. I swear.
Lord,
Wow.
we got one guy in the chat. It's been 5 minutes. Yeah, we straight. Alright, we good. Post that on story. Yeah.
She had like some theme music or something. Yeah, 0 in the second half.
I look white.
Alright, bet.
Right in the mud. It's the lights, bro.
Living your truth.
Jesse, the camera going?
Maroons. Hey.
Now it is.
Oh, man. Yo! Hey, man, same, man. Welcome back to another episode of Chess and Stats Podcast, man. Episode 80. I'm your host, T. Kyle. Here to the left, and we got my co-host, Big Bird. Here to the right, we got my other co-host, Sam, man. And here in the back, of course, we got the ultimate hostess, the one and only, man. 2 days from his 25th birthday, man. My boy, Big Jess, in the building.
Welcome home. Welcome to home status.
Yes, sir.
Man, without further ado, man, we got a lot to talk about, man. CP3 news. We got Lane Kiffin. We got my boy Matty Stafford throwing 2 back-to-back pick sixes, losing to the Panthers. There's so much to get into. So much time to talk about. So without further ado, Big Jess, let's get into it.
All right. So as usual, I got the warm-up questions. We'll go ahead and get started. What's a team in the NFL that you guys think is fool's gold so far?
Broncos.
Really?
Yeah.
I have an answer. I'm gonna let you guys go first.
A team that's fool's gold at the moment.
I feel like y'all gonna disagree too, so I'm ready.
Y'all wanna go ahead.
I guess I'll stick with my roots. I'll say Jacksonville.
Jacksonville? Okay.
We're gonna find out on Sunday, though.
I ain't gonna lie. And YouTube might kill YouTube might kill me for this. Y'all might kill me for it too. But would it be crazy to say that the Bills?
I thought you was gonna say what I was gonna say.
What you about to say? I say the Bills are fool's gold. I ain't gonna lie.
I
don't think that's a really good team.
I say the Patriots.
I was about to say the Patriots, but I'm like,
They did have a crazy easy schedule. But they got some heavy hitters. So a dub is a dub. I can't hate.
yeah.
Who are the heavy hitters?
I mean, they knocked off Buffalo and Buffalo. They ended up taking. Who else did they take care of?
Exactly.
Took care of the Panthers, who are a relatively good team.
They had 10 wins in a row. That is crazy.
Snatched the AFC East was nobody seen coming.
Tampa Bay.
But like, don't you expect them to?
No.
Oh, and they did
With
beat
that
Tampa Bay.
schedule?
No.
Shit, nobody would expect New England to be that good.
Nah, we
To
run.
be fair.
We thought this was Josh Allen's division for the next half decade.
All right.
True that.
Is there an NBA player, for good or bad, that's proving you wrong so far this season?
John Morant proved me wrong in every way possible that he can't be the franchise guy, that his injuries is slowly but surely catching up to him, and his potential of being one of the top tier guys in the league for years to come has came to a quicker end than it ever started. Very disappointed with John Morant, I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully he can leave Memphis and resurge his career, but at this moment, man, I think John Morant is one of the most disappointing players I've been seeing in the last couple of years. To say where he was, I mean, sure, everybody rocking his shoes. Like, he got the shoes going, man. I promise you 3 years ago, man, you couldn't find a kid that didn't want to be like John Morant.
Yeah.
You had men, like adults in their 20s with dyeing their hair and getting dreads and putting all type of color in their hair like John. Like, I'm telling you, bro. Like his influence was serious.
Nah,
So to say that he just fell off like completely in the league, I mean that's crazy, bro.
Nah, it is.
Nobody influenced like we was in middle school. Odell.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah.
Everybody wanted to fall hog with the.
I got a picture. Look, hey, check me out. I got a picture on deck right now.
That was Odell Sanders Jr.
Hey man, look.
That's influence.
For sure. I go in the opposite direction. I'll go KD. And I'll say that because
For good or for bad?
for good.
For good, okay.
'Cause
I was like,
No, it ain't nothing bad. That's why I'm trying to go in the opposite direction. Like, I was skeptical of that trade when we got him from the Suns, and just seeing how well he's meshed together with the Rockets and how the team has hardly taken a step back in terms of defense. It's like seems like we've improved in every single way that we needed to on the offensive side of the ball. Only thing now is we need to see what we look like with an official point guard. But even then, we're managing pretty well, and he's played his role effectively.
yeah, I agree with what he said about KD for sure. He's been a huge part of that Rockets offense, and he been hooping, man. So shout out to KD.
Which team in the NBA looks most different in your opinion from last season?
I say Philly, the 76ers. Honestly, they've improved a lot, especially with the acquisition of VJ Edgecombe and also Maxey. I mean, we knew he was good, but like this year he's really like came along, and they're a really good team in my eyes. So I had to say, yeah, Philly, because they were struggling last year, and they've had some off years in the past as well. So especially with Joel Embiid going down pretty much every season, you know what I mean, not playing enough games. So I had to say Philly. The improvement is there for sure.
Sure, even still, if it started, they wouldn't even make the playoffs. They ninth.
They ninth right now.
Yeah,
They look better.
Mid pack right now, truthfully. But I mean, for say where they were last year, they was awful. So I mean,
That's why I say it's an improvement. So,
I would say a little bit,
yeah.
little to none, because obviously of their talent, nobody was just healthy. So I wouldn't necessarily say they were just a bad team. I just say they were just an unhealthy team.
Mm.
But if I had to say a team, I'd probably say Toronto Raptors.
That was mine.
Oh yeah.
That was mine.
Yeah.
I got another one.
Brandon Ingram on that team, man. They all have the same archetype of player, just long, athletic wing, 6'8", a 6'8" wing. A lot of guys can play both ways, and then you got Emmanuel quickly at the PG. You got Jamal Shead coming off your bench. Jakob Pertl, he ain't been there in a little while, so I'm like, they missing a key big piece to their team right now, and they're 15-7, second in the East. Which, I mean, nobody had that on their bingo card going into the year. So, I mean, shout out Brandon Ingram, because, I mean, he proved me wrong. I thought he was mid. I mean, I really think he a little bit better than mid, but nothing too crazy. But I think just the overall makeup of that team makes that team even more dangerous, especially in a weak East.
I'll go, because that was going to be my team. I'll say Phoenix.
That was mine too.
I mean, like, they were abysmal. They were
Exactly.
abysmal.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they were abysmal in
They're
the final
awful.
stages of KD. And you telling me that Dillon Brooks is this much of a culture setter to where
Yes.
he goes to Memphis, and obviously Memphis was popping with Ja, but I mean, shoot, they got rid of him, and shoot, I ain't saying that everything is happening for a reason, but it's certainly not looking good since he left. And then he goes to the Rockets, who already had a good infrastructure on the defensive side of the ball. He ended up taking them to the top of the league. Now he's in Phoenix, and like they're winning games. They're seventh in the Western Conference. Like the Wild West is only getting more crazier if Phoenix is able to continue the success.
Yeah, especially with Devin Booker going out with that groin the other night as well, and Jalen Green obviously being out with that hamstring. Them being afloat right now in the Wild West is, I mean, that's even more crazy than the testament to Dylan Brooks. And I mean, to say, and also, before we move on, shout out Dylan Brooks, man, because I mean, I guess you can say changing the narrative.
For the Rockets, though.
He was playing bad when he left Memphis. I'm not gonna sit there and say he like when I remember prime Dylan Brooks. When Dylan Brooks started off, and Ja Morant was a rookie, and they made it to the playoffs, And he was the leading scorer. He was the one scoring 30 with Ja coming along with him.
He was going band for band with the Warriors to 6 games.
And that's what I'm saying. So like Dylan Brooks had a little bad little ending before he left. Couldn't shoot a brick in the ocean. Like he was awful for sure. But coming back to Houston, kind of resurging his career and in a sense providing that culture, that toughness, that grit that we needed to elevate our team to that next like step. And truthfully, we're seeing his worth of the reason why he was a part of that KD trade. Why that Jalen Green and Dylan Brooks, they didn't ask for too many other pieces. They could have.
Yeah.
They could have. But Dylan Brooks he's a hell of a player. I'm not even going to sit there and sugarcoat it, bro. Like, Dylan Brooks changed culture. Dylan Brooks played both sides of the court. I mean, you're allowing him to utilize his playmaking ability and instead put the ball on the floor, which we haven't seen in ways in the last 5-6 years. I mean, Dylan Brooks, I watched him on Peacock Monday night. So, bro, I tell you, he put you on the backside shoulder fadeaway jump shot. Dylan Brooks, 2025 Dylan Brooks, getting busy, like in an efficient 30 ball. So shout out Dylan Brooks, man. I mean, I think that villain arc, because he's not afraid to mix it up with the superstars, and he plays the game with passion and effort every week. I think he gets a bad rap. He did some dirty stuff. I'm not gonna sit there and say he did it, but I mean he's a hell of a basketball player, and I mean just a crazy rejuvenation of his career. And he's gonna get paid his next time up. Just beware.
Yeah.
Put that in the
I'm
chat.
a real Dylan Brooks fan. I got it. I can talk the talk.
Brandy,
Rip it.
what's up? What's up? Appreciate you for tapping in.
You know
What it is.
Nah, I'm not too familiar with that is, but
Shit, rip
appreciate
it.
you for tapping in.
what's the word?
What's good? Rep your jersey, man. Get your Dylan Brooks.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
I forgot that boy Jesse had that Dylan Brooks.
I'm telling you.
That Titans. Had that Titans jersey.
We don't need that. We don't need that.
Yeah, y'all disappointed me.
Who's y'all?
Tennessee. Luckily for y'all might still get the first pick.
Ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm H-Town to our journey.
That's Jalen Green.
Well,
Even still though.
I respect it.
But this the live jersey though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's time.
Yeah, that boy got
I'm
me.
gonna clean.
Show the fans.
Hey, we D Brooks, man.
Boy got that
Shout out D
Brooks.
Brooks.
Shout out D Brooks.
D Brooks.
The real
Hey.
number 9.
That boy Jay Green.
I miss those jerseys. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh man, I got it, and then they got traded right after I got it. It's crazy.
And that sequence, that feel like a SpongeBob episode when Squidward were performing, and SpongeBob was back there cleaning, and SpongeBob back there he cleaning, yeah. And then Squidward goes,
It's quiet. Hey.
Vince Young.
The timing.
Oh, nah.
embrace it.
Hey.
I'm not gonna lie, man. The NBA is starting to heat up. It's unfortunate with the amount of injuries happening with these superstars. I mean it's we started to see teams finally separated.
Yeah. That's a good thing.
Ooh, man.
Give me an NFL player who's playing like a top 5 guy, but nobody's giving him credit yet.
Like, regardless of position?
Top 5 guy.
At his
Nobody
position?
wants to admit it yet.
At his position? Okay. That's a good question, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I'd probably say Nico Collins.
He's elevated, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because I don't feel like he gets his proper respect of being a top 5 receiver, even though obviously me and you, Charles, we believe so. He don't get that cliche around the league. There's a lot of guys, JSN having a crazy year, so JSN now he's better than Nico, and then you already got the Jettas and Jamars. I mean, they you gonna have a debate with Puka, and then you got people saying AJ Brown, like all that stuff, and every single week.
Yeah.
Nico Collins is steady. steady. He's always that reliable target. He's ever since that Jacksonville game, I haven't seen too many issues with him and drops. Very reliable, especially in the division. I mean, shoot, hey, Jacksonville got it bad both times. Hey, Indianapolis this past weekend, rushing touchdown, 98 yards. I mean, he was killing. I mean, Nico Collins don't get the proper respect that he is due. He missed the game, and he still. I mean, I had to check the stats, but I feel like he's about. he's well on his way to 1,000 yards, and he missed I think about 2 games because he got hurt in that Seattle game.
Yeah.
So I'm like, shoot, to say that he's still on track to hit for 1,000 is quite. That's extremely impressive in my eyes.
He probably get that in the next few weeks, honestly.
Shoot, Kansas City, he got a big game coming up, man. I don't gotta say too much. He got 795.
Ain't nothing to get 200 plus over the next few weeks.
Should we seen him do it against that boy Surtain, the best cornerback in the league, getting work.
Every dog has his day.
Yeah, but not every team has a dog like I go on the defense side of the ball. Kalen Bullock, man, that is a turnover machine. 2 years.
Wait, we talking about top 5 though.
I understand that.
No, I know you understand it, but I'm like, do you understand what you're saying right now?
Yeah. I mean, think about it for a second.
You need a chill pill?
No, I want to hear him out, Fred, because this is my team.
So let's think about this for a second. The name of the game on the defensive side of the ball is stopping the opponent from putting that ball in the end zone. Is also getting takeaways. We haven't even played 2 full seasons. This man has 9 interceptions. He's a turnover machine. He is everywhere the ball needs to be. Like, the ball, he is a magnet towards it. Like, he's going to find a way to find any type of way to get any takeaway, get the ball away from the opposing side of the ball. Like, he's going to find any opportunity, force fumbles, getting involved in the run game, being a safety blanket on the deep end, being able to be sticky in man coverage. Like, at first I was a little bit worried at the beginning of the season, but he's picked up his play so much over the past few weeks that it's like, hey, who is the weak link on the defensive side of the ball, on the DB side of things? We know it ain't Stingley. We know it ain't all-pro Sting. Lastly, getting a lot of love. We all know Petrie getting a lot of bang for his buck.
Yeah.
We used to think it was probably Kalen Bullock because of his age and his youth, but I know more. He looking like one of the big dogs over the past few weeks.
Give me a position.
Corner.
That's top 5. And nobody's
Safety,
talking about it.
Safety.
I'm gonna stick with that corner.
Safety, go to corner.
I mean, I can give you a safety, but
Do your thing.
let's see. Corner.
Corner Denver.
A guy that's top 5, but nobody's talking about him.
Middle linebacker.
QB.
I mean, quarterback is like, it's so subjective. Like, it's.
Well, I mean, you proving
Yeah,
your point.
it's you
You
proving it.
proving your point.
Give me a sitter.
Hell no.
You get a nose tackle.
A guy that's playing top 5 right now, I guess I go offensive end. I think that's pretty much, yeah. It's pretty, I think it's easy. I was gonna say Gibbs, but Gibbs top 5 for sure. Gibbs top 5.
Go ahead. Step on the edge. Say Javante.
Williams? Hell no. I'm gonna go receiver.
Is Jameer Gibbs the top 5 running back?
A guy, huh?
Is Jameer Gibbs the top 5 running back?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Yes, he's obviously top 5.
Undoubtedly.
Montgomery hardly getting
y'all
carries now.
Y'all might look at me crazy for this. I ain't gonna lie. I don't care, but how about I say Devontae Adams? Like,
Top 5?
as of right now,
Heck no.
what? He has the most touchdowns. He has 14. He has the second most
He's in the
touchdowns.
red zone.
So
He
a
probably is.
touchdown is a touchdown.
He probably is the best red zone threat in there.
Yeah, that don't mean he's a top 5 receiver.
Okay, so who would you say? What, Jay is in?
When he number 1 pick?
Who?
Or he was like a top 10 pick, right?
He was the first round for sure.
He was
Who?
first. Ooh, Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, but he
was
struggled. He
second
struggled
round. He was
for a
second
long
round.
time. I just think it's impressive that he's at this age, like day and age, you know what I'm saying, and he's still cooking up. Like, even when he's not in the red zone, he's still able to separate, catch the ball, and make a big play and get the yards at the catch. I like Devontae Adams. I ain't gonna lie. I think he's still in that
Top
realm.
5?
He playing like it. He playing like
Bro.
it. I say he playing like it.
Who came in here and said one time?
Amari Cooper.
Amari Cooper.
That's not. But okay, that was crazy. But saying Devontae Adams is not crazy. I'm not crazy.
Ain't it crazy?
It's crazy.
Ain't it crazy?
Devontae Adams in 2025 top 5, bro.
Dog.
Are we taking Devontae over George Pickens? Right
I
now.
would.
Don't ask me.
Right?
Ooh.
No,
I like the
everybody.
separation.
I'm asking everybody. Are we taking George Pickens or Devontae Adams right now?
That's what have you done for me lately?
Exactly.
I'm talking about right now.
Because you look at
But this
Pickens,
is
you
a-
didn't even have Pickens in your top 10 last year.
I had Devontae in my top 10.
I did.
And I had Pickens over Devontae even last year.
I feel like Devontae the better technician.
Better receiver.
Yeah, I think Devontae is better than
Right
Pickens,
now.
honestly.
I feel like that's debatable. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's
Give me
subjective.
Pickens.
I think it's what you like.
He not better than Puka.
I mean, nah, he not. I mean,
Is he better than Jetta?
Than who?
Jettas.
Hell no.
Jamar.
Nah.
Davis.
Jason.
Nah. I mean, Jason just coming on the scene this year, honestly. Like, but
So is it a longevity thing or is it what?
I can't really just name somebody that's playing top 5 ball right now because it's the same people. Like, ain't nothing really.
Like, truthfully, I'll take Drake London over Devontae.
Hell
Being
no.
honest. Are y'all serious? Drake London? Are we like, bro?
I gotta see
Drake's solid. He could be inconsistent.
Bro, he's
at
getting
times.
thrown the ball by Michael Penix. Like, are we like, come on, bro? Michael Penix Jr.
I'm not confident.
Hey, that's the future
I don't
of
know.
ATL right there.
I guess, but
That's some trash. Bro, his
Yeah.
last 5 games was 7 for 119, 6 for 104, 9 for 118, 4 for 42, and 10 for 158. He had 3 tuds in that 118 game. Like, come on, bro. Like,
Don't look at me.
I'm not. That's not me trying to like disrespect Devontae or your
He's
take.
smooth.
Because your take is your take. So I'm not sitting here trying to despise your take.
Yeah.
Go with your move. But I'm just saying, like, shoot, bare minimum about 8, 9 receiver before we even talk about Devontae Adams. But Devontae, he's still a good. I think he's the best wide receiver too in the league for sure. He better than T and Devontae Smith.
I can't just.
You see, I don't. It's hard.
That's what I'm saying. I can't
Because
just think of nobody that's
Devontae-
just playing.
But-
Devontae Adams or AJ Brown?
AJ for sure.
AJ.
I mean,
No,
AJ with a better system, he'd be like.
Yeah.
Cause I take Devontae right now. Devontae got 14 touchdowns.
But that's
AJ
what's,
only got
red
like.
zone.
But that's what's hard for me to think that he's the best number 2 in the league. Because I mean, like obviously he got the longevity over a guy like Devontae Smith, but his situation is so messed up that a great passing game, the team loses. You know what I'm saying? Like when we force Hurts to be a quarterback on the Philadelphia Eagles, it messes up with their identity.
Right.
The second we end up having him get the barely over 110, 15 yards passing, they dominate everybody. So it's like he not even getting all the opportunities that we would expect him to get as a number 2 option.
A great question is, do we feel like Philadelphia is better off without AJ Brown and Devontae Smith because of basically like how they run their offense and their system? It's kind of based around Jalen Hurts in that run game, and I'm just like, they the ones when they don't get utilized, they win all the time. When they get utilized, they lose all the time. So it's kind of like, do you get better by subtraction? Even though obviously we know AJ Smith and Devontae Adams are really good wide receivers and they getting paid as such. But I mean, when Jalen Hurts is forced to feed the receivers that are mad because they not getting opportunities, they're always losing. So I mean, I think that's a really interesting question right there.
I think you got to give it some
Giannis is such a
grace.
bad play caller. I see why you say you don't trust him.
I see it's a little bit of grace I got to give Jalen Hurts to a certain extent. Yeah, he has been super inconsistent, but like he's been in the league 5 years and has 5 play callers. Like, that's a lot of verbiage that you got to go in and out of your head.
Scheme,
like,
you gotta learn.
that's what I'm saying. Like schematically, you're just going to be throwing a bunch of guys that you know not going to be here for the next season. I mean, they just came off of multiple Super Bowl appearances, and none of those guys stayed around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shane Steichen, we see what he's doing for Daniel Jones, and we know what he did for Hurts because he put him in the MVP conversation. The second they lost that Super Bowl, he got him out of there straight to Indy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's tough.
It is.
If I was to go, I ain't gonna lie. Running back, I'll go. I'm trying to think of somebody. You can say, I ain't gonna lie, you can say Quinshon Judkins. He playing like
Top 5?
Nah.
no?
Not top
Dang.
five.
Oh my God.
He
Ben
been
Taylor.
You got Taylor,
Bijan.
Gibbs.
Gibbs. You can't say Barkley not the
No,
same.
I wouldn't say
No.
Barkley, not of this year.
Production wise, you could make an argument for guys like Javante or
Henderson.
Rico Dowdle.
I mean, yeah, that's true. But I mean, you went. I said.
I mean, shoot, we forget about C-Mac.
McCaffrey.
I said C-Mac. Yeah, I already
It's
said.
crazy Derrick Henry not in there.
Yeah,
He
I
should
mean,
be.
He should be. He should be though.
I don't think that's his.
It's
fault.
not his.
I think this is probably a big hot take that I probably said a few weeks ago. John Harbaugh's coaching for his job.
Oh yeah.
Is he really?
Yes.
Maybe.
Bro, they went from being the number 1 seed in the AFC to 6-6. Like, who's to blame in that situation?
But do you feel like he'll get a little grace because Lamar went out, even though they were playing bad despite him going out? But once he came back, he brought them back into contention of that division again. So I'm like, if you kind of looking at that situation, it's like he should be on the hot seat, and basically, what you're saying is not wrong. Like Trevor, I'm 100% on the board of firing John Harbaugh, but in their eyes, it's like, dang, he's giving us another opportunity again to compete in the postseason, despite how bad we think the season went. It didn't go to, because truthfully, off Mahomes' year should be Baltimore or Buffalo. For the last couple of years, it's always been them two.
That's the thing. Like, you telling me that he got them back into contention, and contention is having the worst record out of both conferences that's having to host a playoff game? Like, he's 6-6. Like, yeah, they're gonna probably make the playoffs, but they're in the worst division performance-wise in the NFL. Like, the fact that the Bengals still have a chance to win the division and they're 4-8 is that's just an indictment on both the Steelers and the Ravens. And that starts from the top. I already said that if Mike Tomlin has a losing season, they might just fire their coach for the first time in franchise history. Well, if Baltimore goes from preseason favorite to have the best roster in the NFL to a team that will most likely miss the playoffs with Lamar playing what he's doing, it's gonna look spooky for him.
I'll go George Pickens then. He played top 5. He been playing like he top 5. Yeah.
Nah, you Devontae Adams?
Yeah, I mean, I'll go him too. Sure. I don't really think it's a right or wrong answer between them two, but I mean, Pickens, you can make a bigger argument that he has been playing like he's top 5.
Nah, you made your argument for Devontae. Shoot.
Yeah, for sure.
I like it. I just wanted to go back. I like somebody else. That was it. That was a good shoot. That was a good answer. Stick with your gut. 14 from what you said.
I'd take Vontae, honestly, but yeah, that's why
fair.
I go with
That's
it.
fair.
Oh, they asked. Let me see, who was that? DJ asked, who y'all got in the SEC championship, Alabama or Georgia?
Boy, if Alabama loses this game, they're gonna be knocked out the playoffs.
Ooh.
So would you think Georgia would still make it? Because they had two.
They are SEC champion, and they avenged one of the only losses they had on the year.
But
Bama's
Bama. The pressure's not on Bama.
Bama missed last year.
Yeah.
Georgia don't fold against pressure though.
And it's Kelly DuBois. What's his name?
DuBois.
Yeah, ain't he playing? He coaching for his job, huh?
No, he's not coaching. But he got the ship right. It's just
Georgia's 11-1 right now.
exactly. They're going to range the only loss that they have if they beat Bama, and Bama's stuck at what, number 9? You got Miami right on the doorstep.
They
you
got
got
the playoffs though.
Huh?
They got Notre Dame
exactly.
beats
Notre Dame ain't in the conference, so they Gucci.
I think North Texas might make it.
And if Alabama
which
loses,
is crazy.
stop them.
And they head coach leaving too, or he leaving.
Oh, North Texas.
Yeah, he going somewhere. I can't remember where.
He ain't going to.
He left. I want to say he going to Kansas State.
I know Tulane fighting for a spot too, and head coach going to Florida.
I heard that Oregon, whatever, the coach that coached Joe Burrow now.
Orgeron.
There you go. I heard he going to Tulane or whatever. They looking at him, talking to him.
And the receiver coach from Ohio State going to South Florida.
Yeah, he got to finish the year first.
See, like, why they can't let Lane Kiffin do that?
Because that wasn't Lane or LSU's decision. That's Ole Miss decision.
I think for
we
me,
could get into it though.
I think for me, I'll take Georgia. I'll take Georgia in that. I ain't gonna lie. I think Georgia gonna get that dub against them. I think they play well under pressure. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't know if Bama gonna be able to handle all that, honestly.
Yeah.
So I go Georgia.
I would pick Bama neutral site, and they beat Georgia on the road already. But if Bama loses, it's gonna be hard for them to sneak in.
I am optimistic about it though, because I mean, Ty Simpson, he might pop off. He might pop off.
So can Gunner.
Yes, exactly. So can Gunner. He's been playing some good ball this year. So hey, that Georgia in general, they just been playing some very good ball this year. I ain't gonna lie. So
Yeah.
who you got?
Bama and Georgia.
I go Bama.
For the other
I just
side.
want to see them still alive. That's it.
They still are alive even with the loss. It's just you expect them to compete for titles.
All right, switching gears to the NFL. Is there a team that you guys? Sorry, switching gears to the NFL. Is there a team that you guys don't trust with a 10-point lead?
With a 10-point lead?
Double-digit lead. I apologize.
Hmm.
Is there a team in the NFL that you do not trust with a double-digit lead?
Is
The
it
Giants, I guess.
is it crazy to say Philly?
They just proved it.
Like they have all the talent in the world, but they just found a way to shoot themselves in the foot recently.
Who's that other team? The team scored 33 points in the fourth quarter.
Giants.
Oh, that was the Giants.
Yeah, the Giants most definitely.
But Philly gave up a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter too, to that same team.
I think I'm gonna say they blew like New York blew what four? It's like 4 games where they blew like a high lead. They had a high lead. I can't remember the points, but it was like 20. I don't even remember, but they blew a lot of leads, and they were against good teams. They almost beat the Broncos. They almost beat I want to say Philly. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
But it was a couple good teams where like they were one up on them and came back, lost the game. And I'm just like like it's crazy. They were due for an upset.
Yeah.
Look and capitalize, man. So I'll go to Giants for sure.
That's not bad because they defense. You seen what happened on Monday? Good lord.
Hey, I told y'all that man job was was up for grabs, and they got him out of there.
I don't blame him.
They got him out of there. I told y'all that man had a dual Carter playing corner slot.
They had Abdul Carter on the bench too after missing the team meetings.
Oh yeah.
You know who you missing them for?
Hey yo, you got to get right.
The New York Giants.
Hey,
I'll probably say the Falcons.
yeah, them too.
They could probably have a playoff appearance if it wasn't for some of the leads they won.
Dude, they lost to Tyrod Taylor last week.
Bro.
Bing up. I mean, obviously you got Kirk Cousins, but I mean, it's Tyrod Taylor.
Some stuff is just built in your DNA as a franchise, and Atlanta's blowing leads.
I think it's their coaching, man. They don't really. Their offensive coordinator, like he runs. His scheme is like the same. He doesn't really switch it up.
How long is the leash for Raheem Morris?
It should be too
It's
long.
short.
That was the wrong guy.
Yeah, he's not the
His
guy.
ass in Los Angeles.
Yeah, he's not the guy. I ain't gonna lie, he's not.
Well, on the
Remember,
flip
Moore
side,
was in Tampa, right? No, he was.
I don't think so. I forgot where he was from.
He was Rams, I believe.
Atlanta gonna be looking for another coach probably.
Most definitely.
What up, Joe?
What's good, Joe?
Joe.
What's happening, Joe?
On the flip side, what offense is the most dangerous when everything is clicking?
Cowboys.
Hey, that's a great answer. I ain't gonna lie. You can also make a case for the Rams. That's a dangerous offense. What? Huh?
No Eagles.
When their offense is rolling, but how many times have we got the privilege to see their offense?
Yeah, I ain't really.
What does that even
The
look like?
question is, which offense is the
That's what I'm
most
saying.
dangerous?
What does that even look like? Is it a Saquon monster game on the ground? Is it AJ and Devontae getting a 100 plus? Is it?
Is it
Okay.
Hurts scrambling for?
That's what I'm
100
saying. Like,
something
what
yards?
is that look like?
Yeah, what do it?
First downs and touchdowns. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I feel that, but
Tush
that's what
push to
that's
first
what Dallas
down.
do.
Yeah.
Philly don't do that.
You
Philly had 15 points last game.
Yeah.
That ain't nothing. Dallas could get 15 points in what, a couple of minutes.
Yeah, Dallas offense is explosive.
That's what I'm saying.
Which play style led them deeper in the playoffs in the Super Bowl?
You can make that argument with a lot of teams. I mean, shoot, the Bengals went to the Super Bowl with a terrible O-line and a terrible defense, and they still found their way into February football.
True that.
And the Philly, who's to say it was their offense that
Appreciate
failed?
that, Joe.
Exactly.
He just handed the hoodie hard. That's it.
But your argument was, how often does that happen? And I'm saying, how often does yours translate?
Ooh.
Well, what is translatable about the Eagles on offense? Like, it's not
Winning.
No, winning for sure, but they haven't. It's a what have you done for me lately league, and they've been losing the past few games. They could lose their division if they slip up.
Yeah.
I mean, Dallas is right on. I told y'all, Dallas is right on their heels. Don't let them mess around and find a way to get first place in the NFC East. Don't let Dallas run the table and get them boys up out of the number one spot.
You can most definitely make a case for Dallas. You can make a case for Philly a little bit when it's going because they have good stretches. I ain't gonna lie, like the run game will look good, the passing game will look good. It just depends. Like it's so iffy. But
I'll have another answer. Go ahead.
I think the most consistent explosive offense. I think it's I say the Rams. Like it is dangerous when Matthew Stafford is throwing dimes. You got Devontae Adams out there riding people up, being able to get space, yards after catch. Puka, yards after catch, easy, making catches. Blake Corum running the ball way well. Kyron Williams running the ball well. Like it's dangerous. I done seen it. Like it's well on the machine. Then you got Sean McVay at the helm calling these amazing plays. So it's like, come on. I think the Rams is the best. Yeah.
I got another answer. I'll let you
I'm
go.
gonna see if you're gonna say the same thing.
Seattle.
Detroit.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
Seattle's a good answer.
Like
Seattle.
Sam Darnold on his A game. Jason hasn't been able to be stopped hardly more than once this entire year.
That game when he had like 17 completed passes, it was like 17 for 17
In a row. And that was in the first half.
Yeah, that was scary. I ain't gonna lie.
I say Detroit because don't they average the most points per game?
They have for the past few years, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Detroit too.
Another team fully healthy, Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Hey.
Even without the health, I mean, shoot, the fact that they stay in the float as good as they are is
A healthy Mike Evans.
Like Evans just came off IR too.
Yeah,
It sucks he gonna miss a chance to get a man.
That's another Cam certified receiver.
Then you go.
Mike Evans, anybody from the old.
Hey, I mean he is certified though. Mike is Mr. Consistent, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, come on, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Mike. You get Mike going, you get Bate going. Godwin. I mean, when he's healthy, Emeg. The running backs. I mean, Rashad White and what's the other one? Bucky Irvin.
He just
It's
came off of
dangerous.
IR.
It's dangerous. I ain't gonna lie.
He cleared his line first game. I will be returning.
Fair enough.
Obviously, the Oklahoma City Thunder exists. But other than them, which team has the best bench?
Best bench in the NBA outside of OKC.
I'm trying to think of a team that relies more on their bench than the starters in some cases. I don't know.
There's some tough. Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a great question. I wouldn't be able to. I mean,
Okay, we're gonna cut this one.
I ain't gonna lie, it causes us to think though.
That's
Why I'm like, I'm really sitting here thinking. That's a good question.
That's a critical thinking question for sure.
Ooh.
The Lakers bench trash, the Rockets bench mid, everybody on the East basically.
Our bench is not full.
It's
bad.
Oh, once we get Dorian
Could you-
Smith and Steven
Tari Eason not bad.
Oh my God.
Boston has a pretty solid bench.
Nah.
Anthony Simons, is he starting?
They used
No.
to.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Him and that other light skinned dude.
Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard White.
Pretty sure starts.
Nah, he's Caucasian. The other one, he's bright skinned dude.
Caucasian.
He's a bright skinned dude and he got like a lot of hair. I can't remember his name, but Boston, they got a pretty solid bench.
I could be. I don't know.
Thunder really got the best.
I would say because do they utilize their bench more since Thibodeau left New York? Like, is it not just a 7-man rotation anymore?
They do, but I mean, as far as like nice, George Clarkson's okay. Who else is coming out that bench? They got some white point guard. They know they card.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But like, ain't nothing crazy. Ain't nothing crazy coming out that bench. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I can't realistically think. Like, I was like, maybe the Cavs, because they got Lonzo, but I'm like, I haven't seen it fully like gel together all season. They've been in and out of the lineups.
That's fair. That's a tough one.
That's a good question,
That's a
bro.
tough
That's
one. That's a tough one for
Yeah,
sure.
we can get back to that one.
Yeah,
that's a
We're
tough
gonna get that one a rain check.
All right. So despite any like matchup issues, like conference or whatever, what is like a dream NFL primetime game that you would organize to put together?
I'll probably say, Rams.
Versus
This question would have been so much easier if the teams we expected to do good.
Bro, like exactly.
Yeah,
like if people were balling, bro. I'd probably say, Rams versus New England. Hey,
That would be a
That
good
could
game.
possibly be a Super Bowl matchup, honestly.
That could be a real
Part
good
two.
game. Yeah, that could be a great game.
New England got a good offense. I ain't gonna lie. Like you take Drake May passing and rushing, and I'm speaking betting terms. That damn near cash. Like the discount, he cleared that. He cleared the regular line.
I think the Rams will win that though.
Butte, Diggs, Mac Hollins.
I mean,
They got Ramondre Stevenson stealing carries from Travion Henderson, and nobody.
didn't hit.
Henderson when he started, I ain't gonna lie. He gonna start.
Yeah, but I mean, Ramondre kind of treating it like how Jameer treating, or Montgomery treated.
Oh, they
Gibbs
trying to
at
have a
first.
two-back system.
Yeah, but
Which
it's
is
cool.
respectable, though. It's solid.
cool.
Yeah, it's a good little scheme.
And the Rams defense ain't bad either. At all.
Nah, not at all. Hey,
Don't let what happened in Carolina fool you.
them boys, they hunting out there for sure. Hey, they both.
Dream matchup. Why not a different part two? Patriots, Seattle.
Yeah, that'd be hard.
What was that? 2014?
Legion of Boom versus Brady.
But he really shouldn't have another ring.
But
That's crazy.
You could say that about a lot of teams that played Brady in the Super Bowl.
Oh, we could have had Breeze versus Brady if it wasn't for that missed PI call.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I forgot about that.
They would have kicked a field goal in one game.
Could have had Breeze versus Brady if it wasn't for Diggs catching the game winner in Minnesota.
That's really the only teams, though, honestly, because everybody else has kind of been a disappointment.
All right, well, pretend it's the beginning of the season, no injuries.
Oh, shoot. Texans versus the world.
Who do you want to see the Texans play in the Super Bowl?
Detroit.
Yeah. I remember back when both of those cities was going crazy for their first successful years and years. People were starting to call that the YN ball.
Oh my god.
That's an explosive offense to go against.
Exactly. But shit, we got the defense for it.
Yeah.
But can we answer it back on offense?
Tampa Bay is.
Shoot, they ain't got no.
They NFC, huh?
Yeah, but
They
defense.
AFC.
We would be able to get our.
Tampa Bay versus the Rams. Fully healthy, both teams.
They both NFC.
They both NFC.
But you say regardless of conference, now that's a good matchup.
Regardless of conference, okay.
That's a good
I was like, I thought he said that, but hey, Tampa Bay versus the Rams, that'd be dope. I ain't gonna lie, even though it's not realistic, but that'd be a good game, bro.
It'd be an NFC championship.
Yeah,
Or at least a playoff matchup at some point.
that'd be a crazy game. Both teams, especially when Tampa Bay fully healthy, that'd be. Hey,
Didn't they play each other?
they did. Rams won that.
Yeah, when they went against Brady. Almost blew that lead just for Cooper Kupp and Matty Stafford to put on that cake.
Ooh, man. I have to head out early today, guys. It's finals days. That boy got finals.
Hey, bless up.
Keep
Bless
it
up
up,
on
keep
the
it up,
finals,
man.
man.
Great stuff. Appreciate it, y'all. We appreciate it, bro. About Bush Leslie, Tyler Smith went to the Rockets. LJ Cryer got called up too. Yeah, shout out to them boys, man.
Hey, that's what's
Joe
up.
stay active on the Houston scene, man. Shout out Joe for making.
Keeping us updated with everything happening in the association.
He is trying to leave on.
Facts.
So do you guys agree with Lane Kiffin decision to leave Ole Miss for LSU?
Not at all.
It's hand in hand, honestly.
It ain't. I see you doing the money shit. It ain't about money. They matched it. They
Oh, no, yeah,
$84 million for 7 years. Ole Miss said, "Okay, that's cool.
yeah.
Come stay here."
And then he took the whole coaching staff.
No, he tried to.
He
He
tried.
tried.
He tried to.
I mean,
I
I know.
even OC came back.
Mhm.
I think he's getting the wide receivers coach.
That's his brother.
Yeah, and I think
Like I didn't even know he was allowed to do that.
Yeah. Shoot, NCAA so chaotic, man. It's crazy.
it's real deal. It's actually like the game. It's crazy.
I heard somebody break down this whole Ole Miss LSU situation as to why people feel so sympathetic to Ole Miss. So like, imagine you in a marriage. You can start a family. You start off a relationship with nothing, but you got a house, you got a family, a solid foundation, and then all of a sudden, you end up in a position where instead of wanting to stay committed and faithful to see how your relationship goes with your wife, you see the opportunity of this mistress that has nothing but great things said about it. Like everything about her is seemingly perfect for everybody that's been with the mistress. So you're like, all right, well, it been real family, it been real kids, it been real wife. I'm finna bounce, but before I go, can I spend a little bit more time with the kids? What you expect the wife to say?
No.
If she know that you leaving.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what Lane Kiffin is doing to Ole Miss. Like, hey, I want to go ahead and go leave you guys everything that I built, everything I'm responsible for to go to LSU. But can I go and stay for the college football playoff? That way, at the end of the season, I could poach the players that I recruited, poach the coaching staff that I set up, poach all of these future recruits that's coming in for LSU that only coming here for me, and take them to Baton Rouge. Ole Miss is like, hell no, I'm not doing that. Because we're not stupid. We'd rather start from scratch and burn everything to the ground that you built than allow you to tear us down from within just for a chance to win a championship. We could potentially do that without you. And that's what they got the opportunity to do.
I mean, I think you looking at it from the wrong perspective. Even though what you're saying is valid, though, when it comes to like stealing recruit from in-house and all that stuff, like that I think it had to be rules and stipulations in that contract to make it a little more clear, like the things that you can and can't do if he was going to be able to coach out his tenure. But look at it like this: say you was at, I don't know, mate. We can just go real like TLU. You was all conference. You was defensive player of the conference, and you was all that. But you got your dream school. Division. What's your dream school?
Let's say,
You got Texas A&M knocking at your door, but you making a crazy name over there, man. You known. They talking about potentially building your statue because you was just that impactful. You got 2 more years left of eligibility. A&M come knocking on the door with crazy NIL money, the starting job in hand, the jersey number. They got everything ready for you. They said, Charles, all we need for you to do is sign on the dotted line. Despite your legacy, what you left here, you had a crazy run. What you gonna do?
if we talking about real life, then obviously you would want to take the improved job opportunity.
Okay, no, but so who are you taking?
I would take
A&M. Right?
I would take A&M.
Okay,
but here's the thing,
Put
though.
yourself in his shoes.
But here's the thing, though. It's like I don't think that's completely comparable because A&M to TLU is apples to oranges. That's D3 to your national television every Saturday in the SEC. We're talking about the Ole Miss Rebels, who are number 6 in the college football playoff rankings, compared to a historical brand in LSU, where even with his pedigree, Lane Kiffin is just going to end up as just another guy, just another coach who's going to have to answer to somebody at the end of the day when he could call his own shots. If I'm the king, I'm not leaving my throne. Even if there's an opportunity for a better throne, if the grass is for a fact I know is green, then why would I search for better, greener pastures? It don't, for me personally, it just doesn't make sense. But he is on man. At the end of the day, I just gotta respect it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta be able to like allow these like. I feel like he would be a fool for not taking that LSU job because I mean, Ole Miss is obviously he built that from the ground up within his 6 years, man. I mean, I think his winning percentage was 74%. Like, he's been an amazing coach at Ole Miss. I mean, he got him in the college football playoffs. Like, at the end of the day, it's no knock on him whatsoever. But if I was offered my dream job in a once in a lifetime, I mean, I'm not even gonna sit there and say it was Lane Kiffin's dream job, but LSU has prestige. LSU has aura. LSU has all those fancy words to say about it that it is one of the top programs in the nation for football, at least as long as when we knew. When we was in school, how many little kids you heard, I want to go to LSU, I want to go to LSU. Everybody wanted to go to LSU because of why? Because of their pedigree, because of what they left, the legacy of their players. Now, Ole Miss, I'm not sitting here saying Ole Miss doesn't have players that didn't go to the league because they have a bunch of them, just like a lot of these big Division I colleges. But top of the top, cream of the crop, Ohio State's, LSU's, who was you got? Bama's, you can throw your Georgias, but LSU was a part of that mix.
Yeah.
It's rare, very, 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 very rare that a 3-star will realistically make a humongous impact at an LSU. You know why? Because they're 5 stars, true freshmen, guys leaving high school early to go play for these programs. I mean, the talent that's coming in from LSU, it sells out the name itself. Despite the record that you done had the last 2 or 3 years, you got the chance to have LSU on your helmet. A lot of these kids, like, shoot, I dreamed of that, especially a lot of them kids in Louisiana.
Yeah, that's true.
You know the talent pool out there in Louisiana go crazy. So for him being able to basically pick all the 4 or 5 stars within that region of the world, the Floridas, the Louisianas, the Texas. I mean, LSU finna go off the hook. I mean, that's gonna be. I mean, he already set up Ole Miss as best as he could before he left.
Yeah.
11-1 with a chance to compete. He did all he can do, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna kill the man because he said I want to take my talents to the next level. I want to see what I can do at my next challenge. And I feel like it's unfair for us to kind of critique him or knock him down because he doesn't want to stay with something that he built instead of him challenging himself saying, hey, I feel like I can accomplish bigger and better things at a higher playing field at LSU.
So if you feel that way, then why not just, if you're Lane Kiffin, why not stand on it? Why try to have your cake and eat it too? Like, if you're going to bounce, then bounce. Don't make this more messier than what it is. You got a press conference of people screaming and yelling out derogatory things at your plane getting ready to leave with your family coming with you. You got your clothes set up by the organization, by the school, kicked out on the curb. You got people saying that your written statement about, hey, I wanted to stay and Ole Miss didn't let me stay to finish out the season, and players are coming out on social media telling you that they just straight lies. If you're going to stand on business, then you might as well do that all the way. Don't try to make this more dirty laundry added to the mix. You just add more fuel to the fire for people to, you know what I'm saying, treat you the same way they've been treating you since you've had all these other departures. Because this isn't the first time he's done this. He's done this with the Raiders. He's done this with Tennessee. Alabama was on the doorstep of winning a national championship, and Saban kicked them out the door. So it's like, this is just another chapter of what has been a familiar chapter to read in Lane Kiffin's journey.
I respect it. I understand. Both of y'all's point of views are pretty good, especially yours. You know what I mean? I can understand not leaving the throne and everything like that. Like, you have everything going for yourself. Ole Miss is ranked number 7 right now, so I respect it. But then too, I understand that LSU, they bring in more talent. Even though Lane Kiffin had that pool up there at Ole Miss, I can understand why you would want to go to LSU. You're getting 5 stars, you're getting true freshmen, you're getting cream of the crop, SEC talent. And yes, Ole Miss is an SEC school, but they don't get that same talent pool as
You
LSU.
getting all the third and fourth options. Like
Yeah.
everybody first option, I'm going to
Yeah,
LSU.
you getting like and no offense to the players, kind of like the back end 4 stars. You know what I'm saying? 4 stars, 5 stars, and he might get some 5 stars depending on his recruitment strategy and everything like that, his ways of recruitment. But I can see why he wanted to go to LSU and turn the program around. I mean, from how I look at it, if he can do it at Ole Miss, why he can't do it at LSU? That's how I look at it. He did it at Ole Miss. He built that program from the ground up. I think he can do the same thing at LSU and be a better coach than what Brian Kelly was. You know what I mean? And also he has like a better relationship with the players as well. Not at LSU just yet, but just off, I see like the interviews and players like coming up, they talking to him, like players that play for like different schools, they come and chop it up with him, joke and everything like that. He seemed like a cool dude. So I feel like he can do the same thing that he did at Ole Miss at LSU, in my eyes, honestly. So, but I understand like both of y'all's perspective though, and I agree with both of them. But I think he can do the same thing at LSU. I think he'll still be a winner up there. Just hopefully he sticks out his tenure, like he stays there for a longer time or whatever.
So like with college, in the world of college now, I mean, loyalty is non-existent now. So like, you can't sit there
to the dollar.
But you can't I feel like we can't criticize the coach as much as we can criticize the player too, because at the end of the day, these players, if they're not getting what they want at these schools, they're leaving.
Yeah.
Hey, one and done.
I got a question.
Yeah.
You know the coach for Indiana?
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Kirk Cinetti?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, he was offered by teams like Florida, teams like LSU, getting the opportunity to go to a bigger brand that sells on his reputation and his players. He immediately signed with Indiana. Why do you think that is?
Because he in the Big Ten, it's an easier conference to.
Is it automatically an easier conference?
I mean,
Not really,
realistically,
Big Ten,
if Michigan not good on a year in year out basis, who else is realistically competing in that conference outside of the Ohio State?
Oregon, Indiana, the off year of Penn State, obviously with what happened with Kirk.
Wisconsin in there too, huh?
Yeah, but
Wisconsin
I'm just looking at it like, okay, check this out. The Big Ten and the SEC are constantly going back and forth for who's the better conference, and it's because of the top dogs. Like the SEC has the depth, but some of the top end talent is also in the Big Ten as well. I mean, the last 2 champions have come from
Big Ten.
Ohio State and Michigan.
Yep.
So why, if you're Kirk Cinetti, would you want to stay at Indiana? Because he has so much leeway bringing that program from where it was to where it is now.
Yeah.
And he's laid down the foundation of creating a title contender potentially for years, maybe decades to come. Who's to say what Indiana does this year alone? And we're not even talking about the future. That's why Indiana invested in him immediately. That's what Ole Miss tried to do. But Kirk Cinetti went one route, and Lane Kiffin went another.
I see what you mean.
You feel me? Like,
Because the SEC, we know that's cream of the crop football. That's like best of the best. That's where we all want to go. You know what I mean? Where we all wanted to go. So they have a lot of control in the SEC, and you can kind of like see it watching like what is it the Netflix series with in the SEC. It's like Any Given Saturday or something.
oh
like
yeah,
that.
with the quarterbacks.
Yeah, with the quarterbacks and everything.
Lagway and Pavia.
Yeah, you can kind of see that it's controlled by the people that control the SEC or whatever. You can kind of see it, and it's controlled by like the school, the fan base. Like if they don't like you, like Florida coach. Yeah, he came from Saban. He came from a Saban system and everything up there in Alabama. Yeah, like they want him out of there like immediately, and they're not really like giving him a chance to build and everything like that. So I can understand like
that's the pressure of the SEC though. Like
Yeah.
that's a great challenge.
because they expect you to be good. Like
Exactly.
Right
Like I'm not saying he can't do it because
Yeah.
he's a great coach. I'm saying the second he fails or falters in any sort of way, they're gonna treat him the same way they treated Sumlin. I mean, Saban won God knows how many national championships at Bama, and even when they weren't like the number 1 team in the country, didn't have a top 5 recruiting class, or failed to make it to a national championship, you still had fans and boosters saying, "Yeah, his time has come." The greatest coach of all time in college football history, and you have people clamoring for his job, and that's at Bama. What do you think about LSU? Got rid of Ogeron, got rid of Les Miles. Now they in a position where they just got rid of Brian Kelly, who went to a national championship game, been to the college football playoff a few times, and now you're in a position of getting Lane Kiffin, if he fails in any sort of way, they gonna get him the chopper block immediately. And who's to say he's gonna be as successful in the SEC with that much pressure as opposed to Ole Miss, who he already had a solid foundation with.
And they did beat LSU too. They did.
I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like he's a gambler. I mean, at the bottom line, I feel like he's betting on himself to. I mean, he's asking for the pressure in a sense. I mean, LSU, the moment you go in there, the spotlight's on you from day one. You already having them 4 or 5 star recruits. You are going to be in the top at least 10 in national rankings before the season even starts. So I mean, I think he's betting on himself. If he could have stayed, been comfortable, had job security, and built that Ole Miss, despite if he had a couple losing seasons or not. So shoot, let's just sit back and see if he can do it or not.
For sure.
That's a good segment right there. Woo.
Made that video immediately.
I need me some water.
Flags. Your dream school is Texas?
My dream school was Texas. I wanted to go to UT and play ball for them.
Would you run track for UT?
Hell yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's amazing. I ain't gonna lie. Just to be able to compete at I feel like any big Division I program, bro, that would be great. But I was cool with going to a mid D1 or going to mid-major D1 or a D2. If I could redo it all over again, I ain't gonna lie, I would have went D2 or JUCO, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel.
I would have retook that ACT or SAT again.
I would have took my chances and went to
Like walk on?
Nah, it was like a camp. It was like a JUCO camp going on. Like a lot of Division IIs, JUCOs, and NAIs were there. It was like a huge camp at NRG or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I had the ACT that day, and I chose to take the ACT. I really should have went to the camp and at least tried. You know what I'm saying? And just took the ACT another day. But I was so fed up with football and how it went. I was just like, man, I'm gonna focus on getting into school.
I had a camp with A&M Commerce, and I did good enough to where they invited me twice.
Mm-hmm.
So my people drove all the way out to the Dallas area because that's where it was, and I balled out and was making good connections with the coach. A few weeks later, I ain't getting no word from him because he was talking about offering. He got hired to be on the staff at Tulane.
Dang.
And you know that recruiting cycle, whenever a new coach come in, they shut down all the players that you got done trying to recruit, and they got their own set of people they got their eyes on. I mean, that's what happened to Assessum. He tried to go to U of H, and then what's his name? Tom Herman left, and Dana Holgerson came in.
Tom Herman.
Yep, and they messed around and had him go all the way out to the East Coast to Wake Forest. It be like that, bro.
It do. I think too. I ain't gonna lie, I had a similar situation. I had Tiffin, Ohio University. It's in Ohio, of course, Tiffin. And I was looking at them and everything like that. I was getting mail. I was looking at it last night. I got 3 emails from the coach asking me to come to the camp. Come to find out, that's my sophomore year at PV. I looked at the number 1 D2 in the nation at track.
Yep.
I'm like, bruh. I'm like, come on, man. They was like, we like what we see. They was like, we like what we see and everything like that. And I ain't even take it, bro. I ain't go to the camp, but it was far. Ohio is 15 from here, 15 hours.
Nah, that's something you need a flight for.
Yeah.
That's something you need a flight for. Shoot, I didn't know that. I mean, I was just looking to play ball. I didn't know Commerce was at one point the number 1 D2.
Yeah, they was nice.
I didn't know they was that cold.
They were nice at one point. I just didn't know. We were so young, bro. It was so much we didn't know about going to college, and I think I was so focused on man, I don't know if I want to go JUCO. I was just really trying to go run track. I wasn't even tripping, honestly.
When I got that LSU, not LSU, TLU. Shit, I was like, hey, they're a good school.
They had rocked with me too.
They track team, they not bad. They have at least one person something in nationals.
Yeah.
Like at least one. We even had a dude that I think went all the way to the finals for either shot put or discus.
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
He was. I think he was shot put, bro.
Mm-hmm. Then Herman had long hair, big burly white dude.
Yeah,
He wasn't bad.
I remember that. And then I think y'all had like a 100-meter runner that he was running like 10-2, 10-1, one of them. I was just like, man.
It's at least one for track. At least just one. Everything else, let you decide. But for them, it's just one. You ever had them situations with the recruitment?
I'm not sure. Lamar.
Oh, Lamar University?
Yeah, sure. He was. I cooked him at a camp. Got a car for the coach. They would come to see me and some other recruit at this tournament in Channelview, and then I think I hit my head on the floor in the game, literally like first 3 minutes, going for like a jump. Wasn't that with Texas Elite?
I think so.
When we played at Channelview, had like 16 that game, but we lost by like then like 17 or whatever. The coaches came, I talked to them before the game, shoot, and I talked to them afterwards, shoot. You couldn't get in contact with them, text, email, phone call, nothing.
Oh, they quick to cut you off.
Oh yeah, shoot. The moment they see something they don't like, shoot, it's on to the next recruit.
Mm-hmm. It be like that.
What are your realistic expectations for the Texans for the rest of the season?
Super Bowl, like I said. Charles, I know you call me crazy.
What are your realistic expectations for the Texans this season?
Super Bowl. Oh, you had to reread the trailer. I ain't know you ain't hear me the first time. Hey. Hey, you can grab that up if you want. I'll take that with pride, brother. Hey,
You don't gotta chill.
America not gonna like that.
hey,
They don't got
they
to.
don't got to. Hey, it's the truth, baby. The Texans, man, best defense in the league, man. I mean, I think that's obvious, clear as day. It's very vintage, like, and I hate because Stephen A. already said they give him like them old like 2000 type defenses. Like, I don't want to be no cliche, but that's what they look like: physical, hard nosed. I mean, the swarm mentality that D'Amico Ryan set in, and ever since he got to the Texans, man, it has applied these last 3 years, man. That defense. If anybody that came to play week in and week out, it's been them Houston Texans defense. I mean, from Will Anderson to being a defensive player of the year candidate this year, and we're gonna have to back up the Brinkstroke because he's getting everything, every penny, and then some. To having Derek Stingley, I mean, shoot, he didn't allow a catch. He didn't allow a catch in the NFL football game against the number one offense in the NFL. They had the number one offense in the NFL to 16 points. That is impressive. That is extremely impressive. I mean, Jonathan Taylor, I mean, he was trying to break free. He was doing everything they possibly could to put them boys in that game, but they just couldn't. Because at the end of the day, defense wins championships if you don't like it or not. Defense wins championships, and that front four that we got can go up against any offensive line in the league. I'll take us over Philly. I'll take us over. I'm talking about offensive lines. Hey, line us up against Denver. Line us up against any of these premium offensive lines, man. We're gonna wreck your game plan. We wreck everybody game plan week in and week out. Our offense is steadily improving week in and week out. The Nico CJ connection is getting more realer and realer by the game. Jaden Higgins is finally coming to the party with Dalton Schultz doing his job. Woody Marks becoming more and more the running back one, with questions about Joe Mixon's status, if he's going to be available or not moving forward. Hopefully he is getting closer to that playoff push, but if not, Woody Marks going to show that him and Nick Chubb are a decent 1-2 running back duo. But CJ, I'm looking at CJ. I'm like, first game off of concussion, you throw for 276. 276 first game off concussion. He had that one little bonehead interception, but he looked really, really, really comfortable to say that was his first game back. And our offense, I mean, for all the dummies out there, Davis Mills is the guy. Davis Mills can't do what 7 do. He can't do what 7 do. That he opens up the playbook. He gives us a realistic chance of winning these competitive close games against really good teams. And the offensive line has finally gelled. That unit of Titus Howard, Ed Ingram, what's bro name? Jake Andrews,
What is it, Titus Howard?
No.
Not Juice.
No, Trent Brown, and Ursery. That lineup, man. Hey, I don't know. I'm feeling the Holy Spirit because I mean, it's no way that line went from the worst to almost the best offensive line from the matter of week 1 all the way to week 13. I mean, that line looks excellent. I mean, bringing in that extra offensive lineman on majority pass plays to give CJ that extra level of protection. I mean, just brilliant. I mean, we're finally playing chess and not checkers. We are finally adjusting with the personnel that we have. We're not trying to sit there and drop back in five-man protection with guys that wasn't ready yet. They had to get seasoned. They had to get that cohesion, that chemistry together. But now that they got that, CJ actually has time to look like an NFL quarterback, just like everybody said, or at least me and Charles was saying. Give him some time. He's a hell of a quarterback. He's a top 10 quarterback when I mean, I would say top 5, quite frankly, but you know that's an argument for another day. But CJ Stroud elevates this team with that defense to Super Bowl levels. And quite frankly, in the AFC that this wide open with Buffalo on the downhill, with Denver winning these close, fluky games, to the Patriots having one of the weakest schedules in the league. Who's to say that the Texans can't represent the AFC in the playoffs? I don't think that's too far out of the imagination. I mean, Jacksonville, we already beat them. The Colts, they don't want to see us no more. Who else? Buffalo. Hey, ask Josh Allen how that turf tastes. That's 7 sacks, baby. I mean, come on now. Like, really, I'm not scared of nobody. Our defense is going to go in there and we holding you to at least 17. All we need to get to 20. We get to 20, man. I promise you, we're going to the Super Bowl. We are going to the Super Bowl. I don't care how confident. I'm not jinxing nothing. I don't got to cross on nothing. I don't got to knock on nothing, man. The Texans, Sunday night, we're gonna give something dangerous to the Chiefs.
I think there's a reason why me and him feel so greedy when talking about the Texans, despite the fact that we started the season 0-3 and it was 2-3 at a certain point in time, with our season on the line at 3-5 less than a month ago. I think what gives us so much confidence is not only the fact that the AFC is wide open, but the beginning of our schedule, looking back, was brutal. I mean, let's look at it. Let's go down the list. I mean, first game of the season, we held the Rams with Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, MVP level playing Matthew Stafford to 2 touchdowns, 14 points. We held a relatively healthy Buccaneer squad to 20 points, and they only got that at the final stages of that game. Obviously, Jacksonville, divisional game, but we seen ourselves play probably one of the worst games of the season, and we still found ourselves only losing by 7 points. We ended up going against a Seahawks squad that's looking as dominant as any team in the NFC, and we held them to 27. Doesn't sound good until you realize that a lot of those points came from offensive blunders, a lot of field position being given up by the offensive side of the ball with turnovers, along with poor special teams play. I mean, the Broncos, for crying out loud, they got 18 total points. And the only reason they won was off a game-winning field goal against a team that lost its starting quarterback in the first quarter. That is something special because of how electrifying our defense is, and the fact that our offense is starting to at least close the gap between how much better they are on that side of the ball versus how much better the offense is on this side of the ball. It's good because Nick Caley's hopping in his bag. He's getting the players the ball in ways that are not conventional. He's utilizing players in the best ways possible. That was the first time I seen Nico Collins on a jet sweep in God knows how long.
I'm saying.
I mean, Nick Chubb is getting less and less carries, but when he's getting them,
effective.
It's effective and productive carries. Woody Marks is our running back one now.
No, I'm sorry. Quick question: are we expecting Joe Mixon at all?
I'm not expecting nothing after what I went through with Christian Harris last year.
What's the injury?
Foot.
When is he expected to come back?
He was
They don't
expected
even know.
He was supposed to come back like beginning of the season, but now he's like,
Yeah, I'm not
I don't
expecting.
know.
I'm not expecting that.
The injury might be worse than what they think.
Chubb it is.
Chubb is going to keep chugging along, but I mean, even with that being said, I mean, Higgins is getting involved. Noel is getting involved in the special teams game, which he should not have even attempted to split with guys like Berrios. I mean, even with the injuries on the defensive side of the ball with safety play, we still holding teams to under 20 points a game. The most you're getting on this is 2 total touchdowns at best. And now we're going up against a schedule that I'm not going to say is favorable. We could take advantage of a lot of opportunities. We're going up against a Chiefs team that is desperate, yes, with Mahomes, but they're playing without their left tackle, and they might be without their right tackle.
And maybe without their left guard.
Mm-hmm.
All pro left guard on top of that. So that's 3.
Then on the very
3 out of 5.
Then the next week, we got the Cardinals, who are on fumes right now. The week after that, we got the Raiders with the worst O-line in the NFL. The week after that, we got the Chargers with hopefully a healed Justin Herbert with the already battered and bruised O-line. And the week after, we see Daniel Jones again. And for as great as he played against us, he does have a fractured leg.
He don't want no smoke.
So
There's no underdog.
So come on, I'm just letting it be known that even if people are looking at the Texans as just a fluky story of, hey, we're just carrying a battered offense and a broken C.J. Stroud by our historically great defense, sleep on that offense all you want to. Just keep letting us get hot and add more fuel to the fire of what already is this great swarm mentality.
And keep us low key. Because at the end of the day, shit, hey.
That's all we
We
want.
don't care about being the most talked about in the media, man. We just care about advancing. But we gonna continue to advance as long as y'all keep thinking that this offensive line is still as bad as what it was in the beginning, and that defense ain't real. Your quarterback gonna find out. Your receiver gonna find out because we popping off chin straps, baby, and we biting off kneecaps, baby. Let's go, let's go.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
How many games can like afford to lose?
Us, we have
Maybe
room to err with. I say 10 and 7 makes sense.
Because you start saying some easy teams, I'm like, damn it, I hope they don't like figure out a way to lose it.
Y'all due for a trap game.
I'll say
When you said the Cardinals, I was like, that sounds
You say
like
this. I said
when it
trap
sounds
game.
too easy.
See, yeah, I feel that, but I said that I wouldn't mind going 2-1 in this stretch between Buffalo, the Colts, and the Chiefs. If the main one we got, and that was the Colts, I'm gonna be greedy for sure. But if we lose to KC, I'm cool.
I ain't. I'm pissed. Cause KC don't even deserve, man.
That's like losing to Golden State.
Exactly.
That's what I can say. It's just like,
Get them out the way.
I feel that, but we got. At least we're in a position where we have room for error.
I mean, we do, but I mean, how much is the question?
yeah, at this point, you also banking on other teams messing up and stuff.
We have no choice, but the beauty of it is
They gotta play each other.
Mhm.
The Colts and the Jag gotta play each other.
Twice. So somebody gonna get battered and bruised up, and then I don't trust none of those organizations.
We just gotta make sure we in a good position whenever that time comes because we gotta. I'm not gonna say guarantee win because you can lose any game on any Sunday, but I mean, shoot,
Every team is good.
not good, but every team has a chance.
Competitive.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, facts. The Giants being there with people.
Falcons.
Facts.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, the Jets. I mean, shoot, they got nothing to play
The
for.
Dolphins beat the Bills.
Dolphins.
And shockingly, okay.
I said that. I told you the Dolphins. They alright. They cool.
They're not going to make the playoffs, but they're not mathematically eliminated, which is crazy.
Like 5 and 6 right now. Something like that.
Did the Colts and Chiefs game show you more about the Chiefs or the Colts?
That may be a question for last week.
Yeah, it sure is. I didn't scroll down. Sorry.
But
That's going in.
I was like, they
I'm gonna edit it out. This episode gonna be a lot shorter. If the Texans beat the Chiefs, is their season officially over?
The Chiefs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is the Chiefs season officially over?
Yes.
If they get beat by the Texans.
They'll be
Absolutely.
6 and 7. I mean, that's Jay.
no, not you.
They would be 6 and 7, and that division will realistically be gone.
It's gone already.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm saying with a official loss, that division is gone because Denver has 10 wins right now. So one more win, I think that'll be wraps. And then on top of that, if we beat them, and if we just so happen to not win the division and make the wild card, we got the Texans, we got the Chargers, and we got the Bills with all head-to-head wins over Kansas City. So even if they was to have the same record, they wouldn't be able to get that nod over there because they lost head-to-head with a bunch of playoff contending teams already.
Don't forget the Jaguars.
And the Jaguars. So like,
oh, they did lose to them.
Kansas City is in. They are the most desperate team out of the rest of the playoff teams in the AFC and especially in the NFL. Cause like Patrick Mahomes not making the playoffs. I mean, can we just sit back like this dude has been to 5 Super Bowls. He's been to 5, and to sit here and say that he's not going to make the playoffs.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I think he's never not played in the divisional game.
He's never not played in the AFC Championship. The game before the Super Bowl. He's never been.
What happened to the?
So to say he went from that to about to miss the playoffs if he realistically lose this game, I mean,
that's crazy,
brothers. Let's rejoice.
It's crazy, but yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Let's rejoice, man.
Thank you, Taylor.
We can't jinx it, but if the Texans take care of business, man, I mean, Travis Kelce's out the door. I think it's 100% guaranteed this will be his last year.
Chris Jones.
Chris Jones. I mean, he get paid too much money. He ain't gonna walk away from that. But I mean, the same level of player is not there.
Nope.
Worthy, he didn't make that year 2 leap like we all thought. Rasheed Rice, I mean, he's good. I can sit here and say he's finally got a little acclimated. So Rasheed Rice is good, but is he wide receiver 1? I'm not necessarily sure. I think he's more of like the more and more I'm watching him because obviously I thought he was on track to be that wide receiver 1 prior to injury. The more I look at like at best he's a good wide receiver 2, but a wide receiver 1 that dominate the game from start to finish, I don't see that at Rasheed Rice. Maybe you see something different, but I don't. But Kansas City has no run games to begin with, and going up against these teams in the AFC playoffs, I mean, they shut down all that crap. I mean, Jacksonville beat you. Jacksonville. And mind you, we lost to Jacksonville, so ain't really no room to talk. But
we all did. He did too.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said we did too. Yo.
I hate Jacksonville. Like this. How we all lose to Jacksonville? Jacksonville's sweet.
They really are.
But Kansas City not making the playoffs, man, would be a man. I might cry. I might cry. I mean, just the torture that they put us through throughout these last couple of years. So the Deshaun Watson days when we was up in that division round, we thought it was sweet, and they walked us all the way down to. I mean, season openers when we getting destroyed on national television with. I mean,
last year.
We've been through so much with these Kansas City Chiefs, especially last year. But to say that if we can beat them Sunday night in front of the whole world to eliminate them from playoff contention, man, that will make the we will make national TV headlines for the rest of the year eliminating Mahomes from playoff contention, and that's gonna alter that legacy too. And I can't wait to have that conversation next week when they lose.
It's crazy. I feel like, the Chiefs, they lose this game, it's over. It's over for the season. I mean, let me see. We beat them. We beat everybody in the division so far, so that's a bonus. And I honestly just don't see like a battered Chiefs team beating y'all. Honestly, I mean, they do have Mahomes at the helm. I understand that, but y'all defense is too good to let one man kill y'all. Honestly, I don't. You got Sting locking up on. You got Sting locking up on his side. You got Kamara locking it up. You got Bullock back there locking it up. I mean, y'all got every piece. You got your edge rushers, Will Anderson. You got the boy Daniel Hunter, and y'all got your interior D linemen. They making moves, man. Linebackers, they hitting. So I don't see y'all losing this game, honestly. But hey, y'all win this game, y'all take out the Chiefs, bro. That'd be good. I ain't gonna lie. I think that'd be good for the whole NFL, honestly. So ain't no business. So we still gotta play them again too. So we trying to sweep them.
I don't even think y'all sweeping them would matter because the Chiefs have dug themselves in such a hole that for them to make the playoffs, they have to win out.
Yeah.
Like they have to find a way to get dubs over you guys and the Broncos. The division is a wrap. The AFC West is in control of the Broncos. Y'all have an outside chance of probably hawking them down because y'all got a chance to sweep them. But at the same time, like, you gotta hope that they lose some more games too. But as far as the Chiefs, this is uncharted territory. Like we said, Mahomes has never missed the AFC Championship game in his entire career.
Yeah.
Let alone miss the playoffs.
I think it's time for Andy to get some new pieces, get some new additions to the team. I ain't gonna lie. I think that's just what it is.
I think
Time to rebuild.
Andy, he's done a great job.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like for sure. He went from an offensive juggernaut with what the offense was able to do. I mean, he mentioned that they walked us down 24-0 and dropped 50 on us in 3 quarters.
Oh my God.
Then the week after, he ended up walking down Tennessee by double digits. Then he did the same thing to the 49ers in the Super Bowl. But over the past few seasons, he's transitioned the team from an offensive identity to, okay, now we're just going to play conservative football where Mahomes is going to dice you up, look more Brady-esque, and we're going to rely on our defensive side of the ball with young pieces, cheap pieces, rookie pieces, youthful pieces that are impactful. Trent McDuffie, Jarius Sneed, guys like Karlaftis. It's just a lot of defensive players on that squad that you look towards and you say, okay, well, they're making a huge impact for very little monetary value. Well, now some of those pieces aren't there no more. Yeah. Some of those pieces aren't as impactful anymore.
Duffy ain't as impactful as he used to be.
Duffy, he's still a great corner.
He's still good, but
Chris Jones, he ain't a top tier interior lineman at this point in stage in his career. He's starting to make boneheaded mistakes as well. And what hurts them the most is they have no room for error.
Yeah, they rely on Mahomes. Like, they're very reliant on him. But then he controls their destiny.
And I think that's probably the scariest thing for Kansas City fans. Is like, it ain't too much better Mahomes could play right now.
He playing good ball.
That's what I'm saying. But they're losing those games. I heard a great point. It was like, the mistakes that we expect every team in the NFL to make except the Chiefs are starting to fall to those mistakes. Those one-score games that they went undefeated in, now they're starting to flip onto the other side of the coin because now they're losing these one-score games.
Yeah.
Losing to the Broncos, losing to the Cowboys, losing to the Jaguars, losing to the Bills. Like, at a certain point in time, all dynasties must fall. I don't know if their dynasty is completely over just because they missed the playoffs once. But it could be the start of someone trying to be able to take the throne for the NFL.
For the AFC West, and it's up for grabs, honestly.
Yep.
I think if we beat the Eagles, we serious or what?
I don't know. Because the Eagles just lost to the Bears. I don't think the Bears serious despite beating them.
I don't think I look at that as a serious team for sure because
does that make us a good team? If we
y'all already
team.
are a good team. Like, I'm not gonna look at 8-4 as fraudulent. I'm not gonna look at 8-5 as fraudulent either. I will say if y'all take care of the Eagles, then y'all could potentially put 2 teams out of their misery that made it to the Super Bowl.
Bro, that's the goal. I was about to say that too. We was just talking about this segment. I was like, that's crazy because both of our teams got the chance to beat both of the Super Bowl contenders.
We beat the Super Bowl dynasty. You beat the Super Bowl champs.
Exactly. What you just said right there, you got it on camera on the live. So
that'd be
get out live.
That'd be nice. I ain't gonna lie. That'd be a good little dub for both of our teams for sure.
Most definitely.
What's your reaction to CP3 being sent home in the middle of the night of the Clippers road trip?
Unprofessionalism at its finest, but I mean, what's new for the Clippers?
Mm-hmm.
I think you knew what you signed up for. Despite CP3 going on his last, he announced it was his last season. You don't do that to CP3, man. Like at the end of the day, like he came to the Clippers to retire for a reason. He would probably be most memorable. I mean, I guess the Clippers. I mean, you could argue the Hornets. I mean, he was really good on the Hornets.
He was.
But
Lob City was, man.
Different.
Him, Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan, Jamal Crawford.
So that's what I'm looking at. I'm like, to say that Chris Paul gave y'all 6 great years, gave the city hope. I mean, he turned y'all up. I mean, from that to he's being released in the middle of a road trip, not even cut, mind you, he's still on the team. He was just sent home. But obviously now they're talking about like, we're gonna sit down with him and go over next steps and things of that nature. But from what I read from the reports, it said that Chris Paul was obviously being Chris Paul, but at the end of the day, you're not star player of the team, Chris Paul. You're 40 years old, close to the end of the bench. Some nights you might not play Chris Paul. So his message isn't basically being received in the same, I guess,
manner.
Yeah. So it'll be different. It's like, shoot, the star player and you got the bench warmer screaming out the same things, and you think they finna listen to you over a guy like a James Harden. He was ruffling feathers on every single level. I mean, him and Ty Lue wasn't even talking for weeks prior to this. So, like,
Crazy.
At the end of the day, I think it's a two-way street for sure. I think you got to hold CP3 accountable to some of this stuff, especially if y'all try to create the behavior. If y'all just let him go on and feel like he was on a little power trip like he was back in 2012, 2013, and y'all let him get away with this as long as y'all did without saying something, then I say that's 100% the Clippers. But if the Clippers actually stepped in and tried to correct the behavior, tried to sit down and have a conversation with him about, hey, look, like, we appreciate you trying to hold everybody to the standard. We appreciate you being a hard-nosed guy. You're a worker. You're not afraid. You're not afraid of confrontation when it needed to be happening. But you need to take that step back. You need to relax. It's like we already 5-16, and he was getting decent minutes before he got completely took out that lineup. So I just feel like at the end of the day, man, the Clippers. I mean, it's a poverty organization. It's a reason why they only been to 1 conference finals, 0 finals. They don't got too many guys retired in the organization, and you can see they don't treat their players right whatsoever. I mean, I'm low-key would be shocked if Chris Paul gets his jersey retired with them after all of this, and I don't know if he'll want to show up after that. So, I mean, it was just a very unfortunate situation for Chris being sent home, and hopefully one of these contenders have the cap space or a roster spot for Chris Paul, because I feel like he could make a decent impact on the contending team, a really great impact on a rebuilding team that just needs some veteran leadership to push their young guys over the edge.
Yeah. Nah, it's crazy. it's crazy. The Clippers are just proving to everybody why they're similar to the Cleveland Browns and the Raiders and the New York Jets and the Washington Wizards. They're just a bad franchise, and they just pour from top down. Now, they may not perform poorly because they have some level of cachet. We've seen the Lob City era. We've seen them boys go to their first ever conference finals appearance with Kawhi and Paul George and company. We've seen this team be competitive in multiple years in the 21st century. But, I mean, just this year alone, the Kawhi Leonard situation, the situation involving them getting finessed by OKC to the point where they might potentially get the #1 overall pick, and now taking debatably the best player in team history and treating him to this degree in his final stages of his career, it's degrading, and it makes no sense. We ain't even got to mention the situations that involved, what was that owner's name? They got banned. You know what I'm talking about? Not Steve Ballmer. He the owner right now, but that dude that ended up getting banned because of his comments.
You talking about?
You know what I'm talking about? I forgot his name, but no, I forgot his
I
name.
gotta get a reminder.
But it just gets to a point in time where the Clippers, they just continue to show their hand, and what they have in their hand is just a bunch of BS. Like, let's just keep it alright. Like CP3, we're not saying that he's the CP3 of old. He's not Hornet CP3 that was in contention for MVP. He's not the original Lob City CP3 that had the Clippers competing for a title. He's not the Rocket CP3 who was debatably a catalyst of probably the greatest team to never win a title. He's not the CP3 that was out there mentoring the guys like SGA when he first got into the league. He's not. He might be closer to the CP3 that we see from the Warriors, but at the same time, it's like you can't treat a man like this when he's done so much for your franchise. Even if things are going south for a squad that has nothing to play for, you still have to show some level of respect and give that man his flowers to everything that you did for him on the court. Like, he is probably the best player to ever put on your jersey. And the fact that he's being treated this unceremoniously is heartbreaking for anybody that wants to see CP3 go out on top of the world as at least someone who the franchise can respect.
Right. No, I respect that most definitely. CP3, he did a lot for that Clippers organization, man. I mean, Lob City. I mean, he was going crazy with Blake Griffin, DeAndre Jordan. We remember back in middle school how ecstatic that was, like how exciting, explosive that the games were, crazy dunks. You got Jamal Crawford going through the legs, alley hoop to Blake Griffin, man. It was amazing to see. DeAndre Jordan dunking on Brandon Knight, you know what I mean? Like it was great to see, man. But y'all literally brought this man back. This man sat down in front of the fans. Hey, CP3. Now y'all sending him home. This man cried.
Yeah.
Like he gave y'all his all, man. You know what I'm saying? For him to want to retire as a Clipper, it shows how much he cared about the organization, about the city of LA. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's disrespectful. It's a slap in the face, honestly, how y'all just did this man on the trip back home. Come on, man. That's insane to me, man. And you can't do one of the greatest point guards ever to one of the greatest point guards to ever come through the league to do it, man. I ain't gonna lie. You can't do him like that, man. CP3 is a point guard, bro. They call him point guard. Come on, man. Like, y'all can't do that, man, like that. But it's the Clippers we talking about here, and it's just a bad organization. And I hope nothing but the best for CP3 after this, man. But hopefully a contender signs him, like T said, man. That'd be great to see, and he just he rises out from there on and retires at that organization. That boy Jizzy ready to get. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting sleepy too. Trust me, my eyes getting heavy too, man. That's the part of the grind though.
T-Cow's top 5.
Hey man, top 5 T-Cow power rankings, man. The best power rankings of all the land, man. Make sure you get your notepad, wherever you snack, man. This is gonna be a really great list. Starting at 5, man, we got the Los Angeles Rams. They lost to the Panthers. Very disappointed, man. Matthew Stafford might have just threw away that MVP with those 2 pick sixes. But they're still my top 5. The Panthers is a sneaky good team. I feel like the Panthers should get that NFC South division if they can continue the momentum. It depends if Bryce Young wants to be elite or trash. It's all up to him. It's a week-to-week basis with him. Going to number 4, we got last year's former number 1 overall pick, the Chicago Bears. They defeated the Eagles on Black Friday. That was an extremely impressive dub to sit there and say that I gave them little to no chance. I mean, that 8-3 record that they had going into the game, I felt was a little fraudulent because of the schedule that they had prior to it. But I mean, hey, they went in there and Philly. They established that run game. I mean, DeAndre Swift and I don't know how to say his name.
Kamanunga.
Yeah, Manunga. I mean, they both went for over 100. You see, I'm not trying to mispronounce their name. That's why I come in and get reassuring from you. But those 2 guys, man, they ran all over Philly's defense. Jalen Hurts looked out of sync. I mean, the Bears, they went in there and they made a statement. So it was an extremely impressive dub. Shout out to the number 1 team in the NFC right now, currently the Chicago Bears. Going to number 3, we had the Denver Broncos. Denver, they just defeated the Commanders on Sunday Night Football. They did not look impressive at all going up against a backup quarterback. Washington had no business being in a game with a real contender like everybody tries to put Denver. Their defense is good. Not as good as what was led on to be, but they're still a really good unit. Yeah. Offense is very inconsistent. That starts from Bo Nix, man. I mean, you throw a pick to Bobby Wagner. You threw a pick to Bobby Wagner. But it'd be different if Bobby Wagner made the play. Hey. You threw it right to him.
Shout out Bobby Wagner, man.
Denver is just not a team that I can really take serious. I mean, they give me, like I said, Minnesota vibes of old. You can have a 13-4 season, a 14-3 season, and still lose in the first round. I think that's a realistic possibility for the Denver Broncos as they continue to get bailed in these one-score games. Going to number 2, we got Charles? The Seattle Seahawks.
Nah.
Hey. Seattle, they my 2. They can't be my 1. Seattle blew out the Vikings. I mean, with third-string quarterback in, I mean, he looked as worse as me out there playing quarterback in an NFL game. I mean, that was a horrific performance. Justin Jefferson, if I was you, I'll go ask the man for a trade and go play with a real quarterback. Because, quite frankly, who you playing out there look damn near better than J.J. McCarthy. I ain't gonna care. And that's saying a lot. Seahawks, man, that defense is ferocious. We already knew that. They got a top 3 unit in the league. Sam Darnold is playing at a good level. I'm not gonna say elite MVP. I think that's a little too far a stretch. JSN, despite him getting locked down, he's been very consistent all year. Hopefully they can find a way to get Rashid Shaheed involved into the offense because obviously you traded a 4th-round pick for Rashid Shaheed. You would expect him to be a little bigger role. He'll have a little bigger role, but nevertheless, the Seahawks are my number 2. And that leads me to my number 1 team, man. We should be shot by New England Patriots. New England took care of business on Monday night against the Giants. But despite that, man, they've been really consistent all year long despite the strength of schedule. Drake May is playing like the MVP of the NFL right now. Matthew Stafford made it clear that he didn't want the reward, so he made sure to give it to his rightful owner, Drake May.
There you go.
That defense is ferocious. That special teams is very dangerous with Marcus Jones back there returning kicks. I mean, he's been doing this since U of H. I mean, hey, real ball knows no Marcus Jones from U of H, DB/wide receiver. Yep. That offensive line is missing Will Campbell, but he'll be back soon enough. But the team overall, man, the playmakers are popping. Running backs are doing his job, and that defense is steady. So my top 5, I got New England 1, Seattle 2, Denver 3, Bears 4, Rams 5. Jesse, Bercy, Sam, man, I already know y'all giving me an A. Y'all gonna say I got the same list. I'll sit back. Y'all go ahead.
A lot of similar pieces. I got one big change though. Get the Rams up out of there.
Oh Lord.
Get the Rams up out of there, man. They're not a bad team, and honestly, they're probably my honorable mention. But at number 5, and really could be interchangeable between who I got ahead of at number 4 based off of what's gonna happen this week. 5 out the back. Give me Green Bay, man. Yeah. I'm dead serious. Green Bay, they've been doing their thing this entire season. A couple of embarrassing losses to the Panthers and the Bears. Not the Bears, who did they lose to? The Browns. But they've slowly been able to right the ship. I mean, even with the offense looking inconsistent, they probably just, last Thanksgiving, knocked Detroit potentially out of the playoffs. Like, I told you, they weren't going to be in a position where they end up losing almost every divisional game again with that amount of talent. That conference and that division is too top heavy, and the Packers are too much of a player on the offensive and defensive side of the ball to let that happen again. For right now, though, based off of what I seen on Black Friday, number 4, I got the Bears. Nobody saw the Bears doing as good as they are. I mean, he picked them to go to the playoffs, but I'm pretty sure he ain't picked them to be number 1 in the conference at some point. So Caleb Williams, he's not playing the greatest ball, but he's playing efficient, turnover-free ball. The running game is among the best in the NFL. The defense is opportunistic. I think they lead the league in takeaways. So that's going to be very interesting to see how far that takes them into the postseason. Ben Johnson's doing a hell of a job. Maybe Coach of the Year may not be as wrapped up by Mike Vrabel as we thought. Number 3, I got the Broncos. I guess I'm not really too shocked at the fact that they won the game against the Commanders the way that they did. Why? Because like I said a while ago, they win ugly games. They don't win pretty. Every game is going to be close. Every game is going to be gritty and grimy, and they're going to have some close calls, but they're among the most clutch teams in the NFL. Bo Nix went into that overtime drive and led a touchdown drive in less than 5 plays?
Yeah.
And the defense, even though they let them drive down the field, the Commanders wanted to take a gamble and steal a game at home with all the momentum. You want your best unit out on the field whenever the game gets tough. The best unit was out on the field for the Broncos, and they made a play. And that's all that you ask for from that defensive unit. Number 2.
God dang Benito.
Yep. Number 2, give me Seattle. Told y'all about it since before the start of the season. And they're going to be in a position, especially with the Rams slipping up to, like I predicted, play for the number 1 spot in the division, possibly the number 1 spot in the NFC. The offense looks tremendous, even with JSN having a down game. The defense looks amazing, 0 points allowed. It's against the Titans, but at this point in time, not the Titans, the Vikings, but at this point in time, that's still an NFL team. Got to show some respect whenever you do. And number 1, of course, the Patriots. Drake May's playing at an unbelievable level. The defense is hard hitting and fast, and they probably have an all-pro special teams unit player in Marcus Jones for sure.
One thing for sure is not the kicker, because that kicker, man, sold me my parlay. Longest kicker, 43.5, man. Cam told me take the kicking point. That dude kicked, I think, about 13 kicking points. And then he missed the longest field goal of 44 yards. Like, you can't make it up.
Well, he told you to take the kicking points.
Yeah, so shout out Cam, of course.
For me, okay. My honorable mention team, I'll go at that number 6. I'll go to Texans. I like how they're looking. They're I say a dark horse. I really think the Texans are a dark horse team. So I can throw them in at a 6. That defense is electric. Offense is coming together. CJ's looking pretty good again. So shout out to the Texans. 5. I ain't gonna lie, like, the Broncos, they dropped on my list. I'll be honest. Like, you're supposed to go in and kill bad teams, and granted, they scrapped out the win and everything like that. I agree. They win ugly, you know what I mean? But a team with a backup quarterback, you got Marcus Mariota dotting you up, making plays, you know what I mean? Like, you're supposed to secure that, you know what I mean?
Especially first game back, too.
Yeah, true. But you got, like, one of the best you got, I'd say the second best defense. You got a top 5 unit in the defense in the league, man. You're supposed to shut that down, especially with a bad team in Washington that's depleted with injuries. But any given Sunday, as my boy Charles always say, so I respect it. But 4, I got the Rams. That loss to the Panthers really dropped them down on my list. I ain't gonna lie, I thought that would have been a free dub for them, but the Panthers have been pretty solid this season, which is very surprising. I mean, but I still feel like the Rams, I've been giving them a lot of credit this year. So like, I still feel like they're a very good team, and I feel like they'll go very far in the playoffs. So as of right now, I'll keep them at 4. 3, I got the Bears. Ben Johnson has them looking amazing. I mean, I wish Chargers hired them. We interviewed them. But I mean, no disrespect to Jim Harbaugh, rock with him. But Ben would have been a crazy upgrade. But shout out Ben Johnson. He has that team looking very electric. Caleb Williams is playing better. This is this is year 2 for him, correct? Yeah. This is a pretty good year 2 for him. His pocket presence has been a lot better than last year. I see he evades a lot of tackles back there and makes plays. Defense is looking pretty good as well. Number 2, I got the Seahawks. What do I got to say about them? I mean, that's just the most complete team in the league in my eyes. One of the most complete teams in the league. So offensively and defensively. Number 1 got the Patriots. Number 1 got the Patriots, man. Hey, 10 straight wins in a row in the NFL. And I understand they have a tough schedule, but I mean not a tough schedule. They have a cupcake. Sorry about that. I understand they got a free dog schedule and everything, cupcake schedule, but that's hard to do. NFL these are still pro athletes. This is the best of the best, cream of the crop. That's hard to do in the league. You know what I'm saying? Especially with trap games and everything like like that. Any given Sunday, anybody can win. You know what I'm saying? So 10 straight wins in the row is very impressive to me. Drake May has been balling this season. And offensively, they just look like a juggernaut. Defensively, they're pretty solid as well. So that's my list.
All right, Big Jess, you got all three lists, man. It's time for you.
Your fifth. Who's your fifth?
He's got the Broncos as his fifth.
Yeah, Broncos.
You got all three lists, man. Rank them 1 to 3. Give your honest grade, man. The results are in. Come on.
All right, so let's start with Amari. Oh wow! Okay, actually, all three of you guys put Patriots as the best team, and that was my fraudulent team of the week. So I can't agree with any of that. So nobody gets an A plus. I would have liked. I appreciate Amari for ranking the Bears the highest at third, which I feel like really is where they belong because like they've showed that they can hang this season, but I don't know about number 1 team in the league. And then Charles, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a B minus, just for putting Green Bay in the goddamn list.
What?
Green Bay. Okay, I'll be nice. You're getting a B plus. You're getting a B. You're getting a B. You're getting a B. Final answer.
No cheddar cheese for you.
So you already on from that matter whooping into it.
And then
Dum.
you got Broncos, Rams, Bears, Seattle, Patriots. I'll give you B plus. I'll give you B plus, Maury.
I take B plus. Yeah.
And then Tyler, I like your list. I wish you would have switched Broncos and Bears. I don't like Patriots at number 1. I can't give you the A because you got the Patriots at number 1. So unfortunately, you and Mari share that B plus.
Alright, so sure, I guess we tied.
Todd.
We tied. Last and final one schedule.
Ooh, Andrew got that blinking battery.
I guess this light.
I'm not even gonna risk it. Let me get that one.
Alright, bet. Oh shoot.
Oh shit.
I didn't even see it.
Oh, just see that.
Oh,
Need to stand up.
See, especially after what you did with that thumbnail. I'm gonna need 15-minute quarters.
I mean, you don't like. Oh.
Hey, bro.
Long and slow.
We do. Need,
Hey.
we do need to see that bloodbath.
That's gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be a 100-point game.
It's gonna be 90 to 10.
I've experienced that. I don't like when that happens.
Guess who handed it to you?
That man.
I was there. I remember.
That man right there.
Also got another put on too.
Whenever we got beat 90 to 10.
All right, I did beat you, right?
I beat you 70 to like 10. I'll say 70-20. I'll be nice, but I put 70 on you.
So Mari tried. All you asked for.
Oh, you put 70 on
I
who?
promise I did. I'm mad at you. I promise I did. I wouldn't lie. Just like try for
You have never put 70 on me. You probably put like. I think he put 50 on me though. You ain't put 70 on me.
7-0.
I don't even think you would do that now. And I don't even like that. You barely beat me. What's up in 2K though? Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Nah, you're right.
Don't get embarrassed. Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
Hold on, what?
Let's hop in the field.
What?
Let's go to battle.
He's scared.
Oh, I'm good at that too. I mean,
He's scared.
Well,
I'm not scared at all. I play it.
I know someone who is scared.
You know what the kids don't do these days? Kids don't go to a little private match. Do a little quick scope. Kids don't do that no more, man.
Mari, he was off of
Y'all know about quick scope.
dude.
Quick scoping? I was good in Call of Duty with it, but you can't quick scope in Battlefield for real.
I was talking about Call of Duty.
Yeah, I'm not a quick scoper. I used to be back in like BO1.
I'm a killer.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's.
Just because you could quick scope on me, you good. You can give me
Let's
a
see you survive.
little submachine gun. I'll kill you every time.
You know
It's
how hard it is to survive in a war?
easy.
Exactly.
Yeah, so do it. Hop in the
Nah,
field.
Do it. He done.
Hop in the field.
Bro, I can beat you in Madden, just y'all know I can.
Ooh.
And college
Live
football.
on
CDS Gaming coming soon, baby.
Y'all talking
Live
crazy.
on Twitch.
I ain't gonna lie. With Madden, I don't know. It's Madden
Hey,
too like
y'all,
it's too unpredictable.
I know y'all don't want to work in CLB.
I love
I
shit.
don't.
Y'all play it every
I
day.
don't.
All
actually
three of
don't.
y'all know what I do.
I actually don't.
I'm
Come
good.
on.
I'm actually decent at the game though. Like
Nah, that'll be a game. I ain't gonna lie.
We played.
he beat me, bro. I think he barely beat me, but
You know what almost means? Don't count.
hey, win is a win.
Hey.
I'm like tripping. Yeah, beat me by like I think a field goal or something.
I could beat you by 100. I could beat you by 1.
Hey,
100 is crazy. For him to say 70 is insane.
nah,
But
It
it probably was 60.
I would say 70. But you know what? Let's go ahead and move on to our final topic, our Week 14 NFL predictions. Starting off with Thursday night football tomorrow. The Dallas
Really today?
Cowboys. Yeah. The Dallas Cowboys play the Detroit Lions.
You're Cowboys.
I ain't gonna lie. The Lions window might be over.
Especially with Frank Ragnar not coming back. Give me Cowboys.
Give me Dallas.
Okay.
Give me the Cowboys. Yeah.
What's crazy is they'll like have really the same record if they win. That tie is kind of saving them.
Frank.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to Sunday. Our morning games starting off with the Commanders versus the Vikings.
Commanders.
Awful game.
I think
Commanders.
JJ's coming back, so
Give me the Commanders.
Still Commanders.
Mariota gonna take a man.
you know what? Show me something, nah.
Take a cup, man.
Show me something nice.
Show me something, nah. Pause.
As I said, the
Not even,
meme,
it's
the
just-
meme of social media for being trash. 9.
So Joe Burrow.
Nah,
Drew
we,
Brees.
you know what 9 we talking about? They got a 9 in every color. You seen it?
Perk.
J.J. McCarthy done been in every jersey color from the Bengals to the Ravens to anybody who playing bad, he the meme now. Talking about some 9.
What that mean?
That's crazy. They was rocking with him at the beginning of the season.
That was your guy. He beat Chicago.
He had a hot start.
Yeah, I rock with him, but I'm just like, I want to say, oh my God, getting props.
Next game is the Saints playing the Bucks.
Bucks,
But
easy dub. Saints
the
2
game
and
should
10.
be a little tricky though. But
2 and 11.
If the Bucks lose, Panthers could take first place.
Man, I feel bad for Saints fans. They've been in poverty for so long.
Buccaneers better not lose to the
No, they're
Saints.
not gonna lose, but hey,
division game.
we thought that the Panthers were gonna lose to the Rams last week.
True.
Next game is the Dolphins playing the Jets.
Bro.
Let's go Vaughn. Let's go Vaughn.
Go Dolphins.
Go Dolphins.
You
Man.
got 1,000 rushing yards too.
That's hard.
You probably gonna finish with 1,000 receiving yards too.
Hey, where is he at on it though?
He
He
should
should.
he should be north of 500 though. The amount of times they throw the ball to him.
Nah, he getting fed. That's for sure.
Alright, next game is the 6-6 Steelers play the 6-6 Ravens.
That's a coin flip. I'm not gonna hold you because
I want the Steelers.
it don't matter who. Like Lamar has been playing good. We can keep it right.
You said the who? Steelers versus who?
Ravens.
Oh, give me the Ravens. Oh my God.
Is this
Scrappy win.
Is this the year Tomlin has a losing record?
Maybe, sure.
Ain't happened yet. It's 6-6 right now.
But you ain't done that to the season.
It's 9 and 8. 9 and 8.
We ain't doing
When
it.
someone loses, you know what their record is.
Nah, it's gonna be a tie.
Nah,
Yeah.
man.
It's
For
gonna be a tie.
for the sake of us.
For the sake of us, man. Give me
10. Looking at it.
Next game is the 8-4 Colts playing the 8-4 Jags.
Give me the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me the Jags, man.
they the better team. You don't know what they
I
expect.
want to go to see the movie Indiana Jones.
That was one of my favorite
I
movies
knew he
as
was
a
gonna go
kid.
against the Jags.
I don't trust them, dude. Like, how many times?
Why did you say them earlier? A team you don't trust with a double-digit lead.
Because I don't trust them. I don't trust the
You
Jaguars.
didn't say them though.
Oh, why didn't I say them? Because their defense is opportunistic. I don't trust the quarterback. The defense might be able to hold. He might not be.
Piss down your leg.
Don't even worry about it, big dog. Anyway, the 1-11 Titans are playing
Damn.
the 3-9 Browns.
Bro.
Browns.
Perfect timing.
Y'all gonna stop shit.
Shitty timing.
Jerry Judy. Everybody hate Jerry Judy now. That's
Man, what?
hate that man on A1.
That reminds me of Steve Smith Sr. I'm sorry that you're just an average guy.
Hey, he cooked him. I say, ooh, that's. Hey, that was bad.
The Seahawks are going to Atlanta
Seahawks.
to play the Falcons.
Seattle.
Seattle. Easy.
Seattle.
The Bengals travel to Buffalo.
You know what? Give me Joe Shiesty.
Bengals.
Give me Joe
Bengals.
Shiesty.
That's a heck of a game, though.
Wow.
Bills are going to be fine regardless as far as making the playoffs, but let's make the AFC North interesting.
Did we not forget about the Bengals defense?
Well,
Did we forget that the Bengals have to play defense?
I'm worried about Josh Allen getting back to that roller coaster of turnovers.
Dum, dum, dum.
Josh Allen turnovers.
Bengals got the better
Josh
quarterback.
Allen turnover? That was your response?
He didn't
Josh
tur-
Allen, former MVP, arguably like bottom 5 defense in the league.
Yeah, and then Lamar Jackson's a 2-time MVP, and he hasn't thrown a touchdown in a month.
We'll see on Sunday.
Damn.
Like, what we-
Injury? And we're gonna see on Sunday.
He healthy now.
You gonna use an injury against him?
I'm saying if he's not able to, like, when you're on the field or on the court, nobody cares. If you're on the court, you're expected to play. You're expected to be your best.
Wemby hasn't scored 20 in like a week, bro.
How many times are you gonna refer to that throughout the course of the season? Like in the future?
I'm using your argument.
No, exactly. Are you going to look back on Wemby later on down the year? You see his averages down from what it was last year. You're going to think to yourself, man, it wasn't for that couple week stretch where he was fresh from an injury. Is that something you're going to do years down the road?
Dang.
Would you do that for Josh Allen?
I wouldn't do that for Lamar Jackson. And because that's what he's doing now, and people are not going to care about that.
Okay, I can see. But tell me what you think about the 10-2 Broncos playing the 2-10 Raiders.
Broncos.
Broncos easy.
Raiders is awful.
I think it's just
The Raiders are. Go ahead, get ready for
Who
that
you trust
second.
more,
what?
Bo Nix.
Trevor Lawrence or Geno?
Oh,
Nah, look at me. It's kind of only one answer. I'm not to end the video a little short.
Man, to the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, that's crazy. So he really quarterback number 30 to you.
Geno ain't 30.
Trevor's 30 to you. It's 30 or 32.
It's 32.
Trevor's is 32 to you.
He ain't 32. He better than a few guys.
Shit, he beat
He's
it.
at top 24.
Yeah,
He 25.
25.
The next game is the Bears playing the Packers.
That's gonna be a relative. Hey,
Give me the Bears. They hot right now.
it's Packers.
Give me Packers now. Come on. I told y'all from week one.
The Bears. Next game we have the Rams playing the Cardinals.
Rams. Easy.
And then our Sunday night game, the Houston Texans play the Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey, we got
In Kansas City.
we got one person he rooted for us because he wanted the Chiefs to lose. We got another person that he don't care because he already got draft pick secured.
Yeah.
And then he got
Still gonna be ass.
no, ain't gonna be bad for another year. But then we got me, the only Texan fan in this business outside of Big Jets, of course. Give me my Texans, baby. Let's go.
Mine's
Let's work.
Let's work, baby. I have season tickets.
Let's work.
I have
Let's
season
work.
tickets.
I got season tickets. I ain't been to a game.
So show me
I'm
the season
lying.
tickets.
I'm lying. Yeah, I ain't got no season tickets. Give me the
Texans.
Texans.
Donate it to the Texans.
Give me the Texans.
And then Monday night we have the Eagles playing the Chargers in Los Angeles.
Oh damn, we played them at home.
Dang.
Both teams are 8-4.
Is that really a home game?
Give me the Eagles, man.
Yeah, it is. It's just. Hey.
I think it might be a Philly blowout, just off of the fact Herbert coming off a hand surgery. Like I'm
Oh, is he playing?
Yeah, he played with the Cavs.
No, he not.
That's so stupid.
He was playing with that last
He
week.
not playing with. No, he just had a glove on.
Yeah,
He
glove.
still threw 2 tugs. Easy.
Wow. I thought that
He
was
is a
the Cavs.
dog. He ain't CJ. Go down with a concussion and can't get up. And he gonna.
He just a dude.
Yeah, I forgot Herbert.
Oh,
I'm
I
playing.
forgot.
I'm playing.
Nah, it's cool. I forgot he a dude that could walk into a game perfectly healthy and throw 4 picks.
Hey.
I mean, that's Herbert for you.
Jay
What
Herbert.
can I say about CJ?
27-0.
Hey, he the only
Walk
person.
down.
Walk
Walk
down.
down.
Texas
Walk
Rangers.
down. That's Herbert.
Stroud the only person I know that can get
No, the
replaced by
defense.
Davis Mills.
You know what the defense did to the Chargers? We control the traffic.
Hey, oh God, them things.
Oh.
Charlie trash.
That's what they doing to Herbert.
Give me. I think he still played good with a broken finger. He played good last week, but give me the Chargers with an upset. Give a damn about the Eagles. Don't care how good they are.
I hear you.
So y'all both got the Eagles.
No, I got the Chargers. I actually want to see the Eagles.
Hopefully,
what they
I'm-
look like when
I'm optimistic though. So
Give me them Eagles, man, because the worst case scenario, shoot, we need to get that wild card. Shoot, Chargers, they can chill for this season.
Oh, trust me, I'm banking on another team to fall.
Jacksonville.
Hey, come on, man.
Oh, that was the Monday night one, huh? Oh man.
Yeah.
So with that being said, man, that is a conclusion to episode 80 of Check the Stats, man. If you made it to the end, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate everybody who's came to the live, dropped a comment. I know it was a late stream, so I know a lot of people got bedtime, people got work, people got school, people got obligations, so we understand. But if you made it to the end, we appreciate your support, man. Make sure that you spam episode 79. That episode just came out today. Make sure that you comment your favorite part of the video, DM us for any video that you want us to make. Outside of that, Big Jess, Bercy, Salmon, we appreciate y'all for doing your weekly service on this great podcast, man. We're going up from here. Be on the lookout for our clips on all social media pages, man. So without further ado, Big Verse, floor is yours.
Hey, man. We might be on the brink of the end of a dynasty. And I think everybody in this room can rejoice because Sunday we might be in a front row seat to watch the funeral of the Kansas City Chiefs. And if that happens, then best believe everybody in the world outside of KC fans gonna be turned up. And at the end of the day, that's what we all want to see. That's what we all love to see. And everything I just said is facts. If you ever need them facts, be like me and check them stats.
no. That was a long stream.
How long is it?
Shit, 2 hours and 14.
Was it long? I'm like, shit, when did we actually start?
Yeah, after like 8 minutes, 6 to 8 minutes.
I really feel